Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age, it is a rank and flank tabletop strategy wargame that I play all the time, and this YouTube channel is dedicated to. If you are at all interested in that, click on the link in the description below. It'll take you directly to the official website. It is a completely free community-built game, so you can play it with any models you want. All the rules are free on the website and PDFs. It's really fun. Check it out if you want. But this evening we are playing Pathfinder in the world of the Ninth Age. Just a quick reminder to the folks out there, if you are following along and you're enjoying your time, please consider hitting that subscribe button or that follow button on Twitch. If you do that, you will be assisting the players by giving them heroic points, or hero points, one of the two, and that will help them along in their journey and also help out the channel. So if you're watching, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into it. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks, but we're back and it's exciting. So no one's leveled because nothing significant has happened. You guys recently leveled. Everyone's at level 3, which is fantastic. But as always, let's go through the crew here and say what we're drinking. Quick shout out to the chat. Warrior Womp is there. Warrior Womp, our #1 fan. Again, Warrior Womp. If you want to play some Pathfinder with us, message me. We would love to have you on the show. We have a missing slot right now. But I'll start off. I found this beer that my brother and I tried it, and my brother-in-law and I both tried. We really like it, and I realized, man, it's got some strong Binding Roll vibes to it. So it's this beer called the Bugman, and it's by a brewery called The Veil. Oh, okay. It's so nice. It's so perfect. It's a hazy double IPA brewed here in New York, and I like it very much. I'm gonna attempt to crack the beer, see what happens. I don't think it came through. No. Ugh. All right. Anyway, Belgux, what you drinking?
I got another one of these in a Brea Italian beers.
Okay. What kind of beer is it? Is it like light or heavy?
It's a lighter beer. Yeah. Premium amber. That's what it says.
Nice. Octavia, what are you drinking?
Back with my last of the Icelandic white ale.
That's so sad. It's the last one. That makes me very, very sad inside. We could always buy.
I've got to go get more.
Yeah, we could always just buy more. Yeah. I want to try that. I gotta order that beer. You've hyped it up. I need to try it.
It's really, really good, particularly on a hot summer day.
Yeah, true. It's hot everywhere. Man, oh man. Carlin, what are you drinking?
So I have, in a slight departure from the normal, I have from 10 Barrel Brewing, I have the canned Bloody Mary.
Ooh.
Which is fantastic.
Mixing it
I
up.
was up in Idaho over the weekend and grabbed some of these.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's so crisp.
Nice.
It's so crisp. Wait, so that's just like a Bloody Mary mix and vodka in a can? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it says 12 different ingredients, including vodka, obviously. But yeah. And Bloody Mary, it's really good. I didn't even have to add hot sauce like I normally would.
I've given Bloody Marys a chance a couple times, but I've just never latched on. But maybe I should try it again. It's been years since I've tried a Bloody Mary.
One of my favorites.
Gotta add Old Bay into it.
True.
Where's the Old Bay?
Yeah.
I mean, I have some. I should have thought of that. It's also, it's more than a beer. It's 10% alcohol. So.
Oh, there you go. That helps out.
We'll see where the evening takes me.
Peter King from the chat. He's saying it's not too hot in the Northwest. Well, good for you.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
hey, Peter.
Welcome.
All right. Hell, let's just get into it. So, last episode, you guys were escaping from Nedzid. You made it through the Warborn blockade. And then we are now currently traveling to get to Zalaman Takesh, the capital of the Infernal Dwarves and the Blasted Plains. And there's been some, I think you've used 3 nights out of 14, so you have 11 nights to still do this. There's been some forgery of documents. If I remember, Belgux, correct me if I'm wrong, but you changed Carlin's contract to say you and Carlin instead of Jed and Carlin.
Correct.
And Carlin, there was another contract you guys edited.
Yeah, it was my contract for delivering.
You took the bear.
Octavia.
Yeah, but you took the bear
I
out.
took
Of it.
everything off.
Yeah. All right, so you added that contract, and then the last part of the episode is you noticed Emerald Lamasu, flying outside the train. Carlin flagged him down and negotiated with him, and he went through a long, full day's negotiation for him not to rat you guys out to Zalaman Takesh, and you had to agree after you made it to Zalaman Takesh to partake in all of the recipes he was going to prepare from the Zalaman Takesh National Archive, or what it was, all the best recipes of the Infernal Dwarves. But it was a very long negotiation, and there was a bunch of caveats in the contract, and I have created 6 caveats that, depending on how well you negotiated and how well you understand the legal jargon in this contract, you're gonna know some of them, and you're not gonna know, and you might know all of them, you might know very few of them. So right off the bat, I want Carlin, and I'm assuming, Carlin, you're gonna, after all this, actually, you know what? First question, Carlin. You know you might have been outmaneuvered in this negotiation with Emerald. If you want to share this with Belgux and Octavia, or if you want to keep it to yourself, that is your choice.
That's actually a really interesting question. How confident is Carlin in his negotiation skills? He might think he did a great job, like he usually does.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's see here.
No, I think we'll see what happens.
All right, so you're sharing your experiences with the rest of the group. I need all of you to give me, I'm gonna say, a straight diplomacy check with a -2 circumstance bonus. So -2 to your roll on diplomacy.
Ooh, okay, so going at a -3. I don't know how to add the. Oh wait.
Yes, you just.
Circumstance bonus. Okay, -2. Okay.
That's a 15 for me. Oh.
Someone just hit a nat 20.
Aha!
It was Belgux.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
With my
okay.
minus 3. Excellent.
Oh, but the nat 20 is a -3 on there, so it's only a 17.
Correct.
But
But it is a nat
it's
20.
also a nat 20.
So it goes to a
We'll see.
crit success. Okay,
Crap.
Belgux, I'm sorry, Carlin,
Mhm.
give me just a straight D6 roll.
Oh boy. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure that's good.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna give you. So first thing you learn, you get back to your cabin. You're talking to Belgux and Octavia. You're like, "What did I do? Let's lay this out in front of all of us, and let's all try to read through this document." First things first. You understand it's the actual what needs to happen. Carlin, specifically, it says all the dishes, which it does not explain a max number of dishes, must be tasted by all 3 members of the party. At least 1 bite from everyone in the party. So that's the 3 of you, Belgux, Octavia, Carlin.
Okay.
Any profits from the food he creates, he is, that is his profit. He should receive all profits from the food made, and his food cannot be used in any other concoction as a reagent or otherwise. Carlin, for the rest of his stay in the Infernal Dwarf Blasted Plain, cannot hire another chef. He has exclusive rights to your chef, to being your chef.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty
I
good
can live
deal.
with that, yeah. Something in this contract has to work out in my favor, so I think that's the one.
And the last caveat I'm going to give you is Emerald's birthday must be celebrated with a cake not cooked by him.
Okay.
That's all the caveats going to get you, but you also understand this is the more important thing. Any of these caveats are broken in any way the contract is broken. You owe Emerald 1,000 gold for his time. If 2 of these caveats are broken, that's just if one of the caveats is broken. If 2, you also owe Emerald Carlin's magical focus, which is his physical item that he casts spells through.
Ooh.
Does it work that way for clerics? I think my magical skills are granted to me by Suna.
He needs the large Suna emblem on your necklace that hangs from your neck at this moment.
Okay. I don't think it actually does anything magical, but sure.
Well, let me break some bad news to you first. You're probably gonna owe him about $1,000, cause vegetarian.
Well, it doesn't have to be everybody trying the same
No,
dishes.
Everyone
It-
take a
that-
bite.
everyone
One of
has-
us has to.
No,
Eat.
all 3 of us have to take
Yep.
a bite of each dish.
Yep.
Which will not work for any meat-based dishes. Vegetarian.
I mean, I assumed from the get-go I'm gonna fail at upholding this contract, so I'm optimistic, but I'll start saving.
And
We're cool.
and note, vegetarian, not vegan. Eggs and cheese are fine. It's strictly meat.
Noted. Does the contract say when Emerald's birthday is?
It does not.
You're enjoying this way too much.
So that means that was roughly 1 day of negotiation. So that's 4 days down on the 14-day trip to Zalamon Takesh. I'm just going to present this to you right now. You guys are working on contracts. There's going to be a problem when you get there because these contracts, they're expecting a certain train with cargo, the longer train that you guys arrived to Nedzid on. They're expecting that, which will throw a wrench in the system, which will put your contracts under question. But the contracts should work also. So I'm just gonna, you guys have 10 days left to work out whatever you want to work out. If you guys want to skip through it, that's fine too.
Well, I mean, in 10 days we can come up with a decent excuse, I'm sure.
We were
Sure.
attacked and a number of the cars were destroyed and we had to get rid of them.
There you go. That was, what, 10 seconds? Now we just lounge for 10 more days.
You're
I
just
like it.
you're just gonna go with the, hopefully we can convince them.
It's the orcs ate our train cars excuse, and I think it's legit.
It's a valid excuse. I mean,
We got supporting paperwork.
Okay, fair enough. Any other thing you want to work on? Anything you want to study in the caboose? Anything? You got plenty of time right now.
Yes, the mini books on the veil.
Could do some studying.
I remember you were talking about trying to get to duplicate a key to the caboose if you wanted to try that also.
oh yeah, we were gonna do that. I think it was gonna, because I've got 0 crafting, so would we be able to do some sort of like combined roll of my thievery and somebody else's crafting skill? I think Belga,
Well, if you
'cause you've got
stole
the...
the real key from Teledastra, then that would make things a lot easier.
Oh,
to
right. We do
replicate the
actually
key.
have him on the train now,
Yes.
so we could just ask him for the key or steal it from him, or some combination of both.
Well, we're also going to have to break it to him that we now own this train. It's not his anymore.
I'm the captain.
I'm the landowner now.
That's true. We stole a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of his stuff.
Oh yeah, you stole the deeds to 2 pieces of
Yep.
land. I forgot about that.
Yep, I have his the estate and the summer home.
Do you want to approach Shaladastra?
I mean, yeah, I'll ask him for a copy of the key to the caboose.
Why do you want a copy of the key to my caboose? That sounded dirtier than it really is, but
Yeah, for sure.
hold on 1 second. Okay, continue.
It would be nice to be able to lock it in an emergency. Preferably with me inside.
This train car is a relic of my family. I couldn't in any right mind hand over a key to even you, Octavia. I trust you. I've been actually I don't trust. What am I talking about? I don't trust you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really?
Well, that's dumb.
Really?
I mean,
But you're
why
you're not in your right mind, though.
why, young Pegasus, why would I give you the key to my birthright, my heritage?
Car. Just the 2 minus the engine.
You know what? I'm gonna bring up the map just so we can have a little flavor here. Us on the having this conversation in the casino car. Well, Pegasus, Octavia.
Give me just a moment. I'm looking at my skills real quick. If I could find it, I want to see.
Well, yes.
So I'll hit him with the. Well, there seems to be such a vast amount of knowledge in there. What with your extensive library.
Oh, so flattery. You're going with the route of flattery.
Yes. I would like to peruse at my leisure.
Octavia. I don't trust you. I'm not gonna give you access. You know what, Octavia? I'm gonna go lock the car right now.
I just checked to see if I took hold person as a spell. I didn't.
And he saunters off down the casino car to lock his caboose car.
Fair enough.
Okay. You guys now no longer have access to the caboose. Let's say all that took a day. So they took all that took a day. So we're down to 9 days. Any other thoughts?
I mean, there are some, but they probably need to be done at night when everybody's asleep.
I am going to go speak with Emerald.
Okay. He's hanging out. He's in the casino car, just chilling in one of the booths down here in the south end.
Taking up both. We moved the table out, and he's taking up both sides of the booth.
As a matter of fact, let me get his little. Whoa, something's wrong.
Because the Lamassu is not a small creature, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right. It is not a small creature. There we are. Lamassu. So he's kind of like, down here, chilling in the corner of this booth. And what would you like to say to him?
Well, Emerald, it was nice negotiating with you yesterday.
Yes, I'm very excited about our contract. It's going to be a joyous, wonderful ride through the world of the culinary arts together as a group, a shared experience.
Yes, I'm certainly looking forward to trying your delicacies. Look, Emerald, the crew and I were interested in playing some of these games of chance, and wondering if you would like to join us. However, you must be over a certain age to participate. So I was wondering, when's your birthday? And how old are you? That might
Do not
change
worry.
the teams.
Do not worry, young human. I am a Lamasu. I am 142 years old.
Oh, you see, you got to be. What did you turn 142 this year? When's your birthday?
Oh, this is not the approach I thought you'd take. Okay, let's give me a diplomacy.
This is just the first of many approaches.
Diplomacy or deception, one of the two.
All right, diplomacy it is. I will cast guidance on myself for a +1 bonus.
Okay. Cool.
It's a 26.
Nice.
Wow.
You see, you have to be 142 and a half. There's a book that has all the different races of the world, and for Lamasus I checked. You must be 142 and a half to gamble. Apparently, in this casino, they have some strict rules. So when was your birthday?
He's like, wow, I've never heard of these rules.
Yeah,
But
it's super weird.
I do want to gamble, so okay. Yes, my birthday is July. What's the date today? July the 26th. The Ninth Age has like a calendar system, but I am completely oblivious to it right now. So we're just gonna go with our year system. It is his birthday is July the 26th. Today's date is July the 26th. It's hot. It's hot in the Ninth Age also, and his birthday is August the 1st. August the 1st. No. August the 15th. My bad. August the 15th. I have made I'm final answer.
Just writing that down. All right, so that would mean it is past the end of our train journey. Because now I want to give you more work for putting me in that, what I can only assume is awful contract. Please begin each day with the date of that day. Thank you very much.
So many
You
demands
put
from
yourself
this
in this
GM.
position.
What if
You put yourself in this position.
What if you lose track of the days as the character in the game? What if I shut you in a dungeon where you don't see the changing of daylight? I don't need to tell you the day then.
Well, we will cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You realize that that's going to come sooner rather than later now, right?
Yeah. Now I know that you're planning to do that to us, or at least will be now. I'll be prepared.
So
Excellent.
Emerald's like, oh great. Where shall I begin the table of games? Are you
well.
participating also?
Oh, of course, yes. I was thinking we might start with this. I'll walk over to what appears to be some sort of roulette wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking we might start with this one.
Excellent.
Seems pretty straightforward.
So the roulette wheel is 0, 00, and then 1 through what?
I don't know.
Either 40 or 50 something.
What numbers are on a roulette wheel?
Here, I got it.
36.
Oh,
That
I
sounds
was
right.
way off.
Should be multiple three.
Yeah, so 0, 00, 1 through 36. Okay.
There's also, you can do it in groups. First 12, second
Yeah.
12, third 12, 1 to 18, even, red, black, odd, 19 to 36.
Carlin, I will give you the honor of the first bet. Just kind of instinctually, Glugs kind of steps behind the roulette wheel, spins it, starts shuffling chips and like throwing chips out at people. Do you want to cash in, Carlin?
Yes, I have some gold, I think. All right, I have 14 gold pieces. I'm going to put 2 on red.
Well,
Yep,
I think
2
you'll
on
get
red.
chips.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll put 2 gold worth of my chips on red. I'll get 5 gold worth of chips.
All right. Emerald's gonna put 1 gold chip on 0. And let's see here.
A bold move.
Yeah.
1, and we're doing this will
So
be
we're
a
looking at
36.
138, including
Yeah.
0 and 00.
Yes. Okay, it rolls around. Oh, I gotta find out which ones are reds. You're killing me on this.
Odds are red, evens are black.
Odds are reds, even or black.
Or not, oh, sorry, nope, that's not entirely true.
Yeah.
1 through
We can say it's
9,
true.
odds are red, evens are black. 10 through 18, it's 12, 14, 16, and 18 are red.
Okay, it
What
lands
number did
on
you roll?
12 red. That is a win for Carlin. Take 1. You how many gold pieces
Well
did you
done,
put down?
I put down 2,
So you get 2 back.
so I got 4 back.
Yes, 4 back in total.
Ah, excellent.
And
Already making a profit.
Emerald's money is taken away. He's like, beginner's luck. One more time. And he puts down his down on black. 5 gold on black.
I just posted the image that I was using,
All right.
so you can just look at it.
Oh, perfect. This is perfect.
Ah, all right, my friend. We'll make this a sporting head-to-head, and I will put my 5 gold on red.
5 gold on red.
Somebody wins, unless it's 0 or 00.
Round and round it goes.
Excellent sound effects.
And it is red 36. Red. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to put on the voice. Hold on 1 second here. Tell me if you guys can hear the voice here. DM mic. Hold on. Prop filters. Let's see here.
Red 36. Red 36.
Did the deep voice
Yeah.
go through?
Yeah, that was good.
You're-
Perfect. Perfect.
Ah, Suna brings me luck again.
Ugh, you can see the Lamasu getting frustrated. You can see Emerald getting frustrated. He's reaching into his coin pocket, and he pulls out 1 gold coin. That's all he has left on him.
Well, look, my friend. Let's play a different game so that perhaps you can win some of these coins that I have won from me. And then we both come out ahead.
Oh, please tell me what you're thinking, Carlin.
Well, I suppose I hadn't really thought about it quite yet.
poker, blackjack, monkey knife fight.
I'm going to assume that Octavia is like sitting at one of the nearby tables and said that out loud.
Yes,
Are there
that's
monkeys?
great. Oh no! It's just a style. You two would tie your wrists together. Each of you gets a knife, and
I feel like in the Ninth
first
Age
blood
world,
wins.
in the Ninth Age world, this is called a Goblin's Conundrum, where you tie one hand together, and you each get a knife.
Yeah, you each get a knife, and first blood wins. That's the gentleman's way to do it.
The gentleman's way.
First blood wins.
Now I'm not so sure about that. Why not poker? How about poker?
Oh man, you're gonna make me simulate poker? Jesus, I don't have a deck of cards.
Gotta be on your toes, man. We've had a casino card this entire time, and you haven't had a contingency plan for when we start gambling?
No.
All right, I've got an idea. How about
I do have easy access to a deck of cards.
It's up to you.
Head-to-head,
It's up to you, Carlin. If you want to do
dice rolling competition. I feel like we have easy access to dice, right?
that's no fun.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up the rules for this dice game. Hold on. It's
No. There's no complicated.
No,
unless Carlin wants to.
simple. It's simple. It's simple. I just gotta find it.
Carlin, what kind of game are you thinking about?
I'm just thinking we each roll, like, I don't know, 2d6 and let's see who rolls higher. Too many rules with these official games. How about
I see
a nice
you're
little head-to-head?
I see you're a man of simple delights. Just who rolls higher dice. You can see Emerald's kind of getting excited. Emerald might have a gambling problem. He's
It seems like it.
Wow, this PDF is
That's character depth.
right.
just one more time. I can win it all back with one roll. He kind of rushes over to one of the poker tables and kind of sweeps all the cards to the side, pulls out 2 dice, starts click, 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 rolling it next to his ear. And he says, "You ready, Carlin?"
Hold on. Are those your personal dice?
No, of course not.
What's the Pathfinder equivalent of insight?
I think it would just be a raw perception roll.
Yeah, probably. Give me a perception
gonna roll
or
perception.
Maybe society.
We'll go with perception.
Well,
I guess
if you're looking particularly for, like
I'm
loaded
gonna-
dice or something, you
Yeah.
might want to do like thievery.
I'm gonna say
hold the dice. I
It's
just want
a
to see if he's full of shit.
yeah. I'm gonna say it's a choice between perception
Oh, here it is.
or society.
All right, here's a perception roll. A 15.
He seemed a little. You're suspicious. He said that very quickly.
All right. Well, before you roll, my dear friend, I mean, we have to establish the stakes. You have 1 gold piece left. So a gold each, and whoever rolls higher wins the pot.
He thinks about it for a second. He says, "Those are such non-exciting odds. Do you care
I mean,
to?
You only have 1 piece left, so what
Do you
want me
care
do?
to up the ante?" And he winks at you.
Go on.
If I win this dice roll, you have to I gotta think of something good here. You have to help me in getting my lost winnings from the largest casino in Zalaman Takesh.
Ooh. I might just want to do that anyway.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
Octavia's ears perk up at that. I'm sorry, what?
What do you have to offer, Carlin?
If Carlin wins, he has to help Carlin get his lost winnings back from the largest casino in Solomon Takesh.
No, let me rephrase.
To
Like
get
that
Emerald's
sounds.
winnings.
No, you have to basically pay his. What he meant to say was pay his debts at the largest casino, so he can go back and continue to gamble there.
Okay. That's an entirely different story, and Octavia's no longer interested.
And nowhere near as fun. You might have had me. I might have just thrown this.
You can.
that happen.
If you were insinuating that there would be a heist,
You can offer to do that after or you can offer to do that for if you win the dice roll.
All right, my friend. How about this? If I win, you and your incredible intellect and I'm sort of looking over at Octavia, who I can see is grinning.
well, isn't grinning yet because it's clear. It was clear. It was clear that it was debt he was talking about. In which case, Octavia was not interested in the slightest. But we'll be very interested in what you're about to say.
Okay, fair. You have to help my friends and I to break into the largest casino in Zalaman Takesh. And at that point, if you help us, I would be happy to pay your debts as well.
Oh. Whew, give me
Sounds like either way, his debts are getting paid.
Yes, but if I win, we get a brilliant mystical creature's help in planning it.
Yes.
Give me a diplomacy or thievery check.
Okay, diplomacy. I'm giving myself a +1 bonus for guidance because I really, really want this to work.
And I'm sorry, before you roll, give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus because he's a degenerate gambler.
Okay, so +3 total.
So you're at +9 already. Like that's.
It did not. It only added +1, so that's actually a 19.
Okay. You see Emerald squint his eyes. Sounds like a good plan. And he sticks out his hand, his hoofed hand for you to shake. He spits on his hoof and presents it to you.
I kind of reach out and grab the bitty hoof and shake it, looking a little off-put, but still in.
And the deal is sealed. He says, haha. Oh, you don't even know what you've gotten yourself into. And with that, he takes the dice, clackety clack, clickety clack, rolls it on the table, and he rolls. It's pretty good. It's a 10.
That's on 2d6.
2d6. No!
Aha!
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh.
Interesting.
I say it's a single die roll off on a push.
I think this is a goblin phrase? I think it's porque no los dos.
I mean, your option is both. Right?
Don't worry about it.
You see, it's like a split second after you roll. Emerald, you see Emerald kind of hesitate and stare at the dice, and you can see the wheels turning in his head. He doesn't know exactly what this means, and he's so hyped in the moment. He like, it's like, am I supposed to celebrate or cry? Like, I don't know. What are you gonna say at this moment?
Interesting. Well, the way I see it, we have a couple of options. One is we roll again, perhaps making it even more interesting with only one die. And two is we both get what we want. I will assure you, well, hold on, let me ask you a question here. What exactly are your debts at this particular casino? Out of, curiosity.
I need you to give me a... He's gonna say a number. And I want you to, before I even say the number, to give me a society check. Or thievery. Society or thievery. One of the two.
Well, it just so happens that I'm bad at both. So,
Can I roll a thievery instead of him?
Nope. You are sitting on the sidelines enjoying this thoroughly, but he is the one.
I'm gonna get every single use of guidance that I can, and I'm adding a +1 circumstance bonus modifier. Hey,
There
not
you
bad.
go.
17.
There you go.
17.
It's not bad at all. He hesitates for a moment, then he looks at you and he says, I've got a small misunderstanding with the pit boss over at the Golden Bull.
Of course, right. That would be the name.
I owe 5,000 gold.
Okay. Honestly, I was kind of expecting it to be a whole lot more than that, so...
But that's basically all an interest. Like I didn't actually gamble that much. I had a bad night and I couldn't pay it back, and it's like 20% compounded weekly. It's bad.
20% compounded weekly. I mean, how long has it been?
Strong.
Because that's like a month. At like 100 gold. I mean, I'm exaggerating, obviously, but
Yeah. Well, are you ready to
it's a
roll?
relatively short amount of time.
No matter what I tell you that I owe you, you're in this already, Carlin. You shook on it.
That's true. I'm just, I'm trying to see... Well, I'm trying to see exactly how much we have to steal.
Would you care to play a different game, or we can roll again?
All right. Well, you know, I guess it doesn't matter because now I've already talked myself into this whole heist thing. So, shall we roll again, my friend?
Yes. I rolled first last time, Carlin. You should roll first this time.
Seems only fair.
8, above average.
8.
Here we go. A 9.
Excellent.
And he jumps up.
Well done, my friend.
You know, he's a huge bull Lamasu, so he jumps up and he rocks the train car, and he's like, yes, I did it. I knew my luck was going to turn around. Yes. Yes.
Well, we have a deal. No more of your fancy Infernal Dwarf contracts. Just a handshake. Your debt will be paid.
Ooh. He looks
But-
relieved. He looks relieved. He slumps into the seat, and it's just like, oh, yes. Finally. Some answers have finally come around.
But if you help us plan, the odds of perhaps getting a little something extra at the end will certainly be higher. So
Okay,
think
so
about it.
I can already tell you guys have designs on a heist at this casino, which I think is a great idea. I'm on board.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
But there has to be consequences to you losing that role. So I'm going to say it's going to take some convincing to get Emerald in on the heist. But if he would have won that role, he would have been in at 100%.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't gonna work out for me no matter what. You're the GM, so it wasn't gonna work out for me. It's okay.
I've got to start doing some planning now. Okay.
You've got a couple of Oceans movies to watch.
I know,
Yeah,
really.
yeah, right.
I
Right.
think
Stick to the first and the third one. The second one.
the second one
is-
sucked. The second one sucked, I'll admit.
Yeah.
It's just not
Yeah.
that great.
Okay. I think it'll work into my overall plan for Zalma and Takeshi, but anyway, let's say that takes another day. We're down to 9 days. We're down to eight days. Let's say 8 days. Anything else you want to do?
Well, it in the in between time,
Mm-hmm.
like middle of the night. Actually, so okay. Can I use my thievery skill to map out the pins of the lock
It's
so that I can?
it's essentially going to be the
have-
same check. Hold on, let me see here. There are rules set out in Pathfinder 2nd Edition about understanding a lock. Let me just look at this real quick. You can disable a device, pick a lock, or force open.
Yeah, so I don't want to do any of those.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is I basically want to map out the lock such that I can
Yeah, like
draw
knowing
or
the
something
combination,
like-
so you can do it quicker. I'm not
Well,
gonna say you're gonna be able to like
No, no, no.
I'm not gonna say you can
Yeah, like-
recreate the key after just looking at the lock.
Well, like I mean, I'd be going in with tools and whatnot to like it'd be like effectively the act of picking it, such that I could potentially have
me-
somebody else recreate the key. That would be the idea.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna take some sort of like impression of the space, or like stick some clay in there or something that understands the
Yeah, pretty much.
the pin situation. Okay. First,
Pretty much.
I want you to give me a stealth check to get to the door in the middle of the night.
All right. That's gonna be a 16.
16. Okay. You successfully make it there. You make it to the door. You have your equipment. Yeah, this is. And then give me a thievery check now.
Right. On high roll. 19.
19. And the last thing I want you to do is give me a will saving throw.
Ooh. Okay. Uh, 17.
Okay. First thing, okay, so you get to the lock. You're being super quiet. Nothing's looking to be off. You do know Chaladastra is in the caboose, sleeping, you're assuming. You get to the lock. You start to... It's like a combination of a lock pick with your wing and then like some sort of... Like you're applying some sort of like clay with your horse tongue into the lock, like to like cast a mold of the inside. It's a very complicated process, but you do it successfully. You're waiting for it to dry, and while you're waiting, you hear a voice in your head, and that voice says,
If you wish to enter my realm, release me.
and you got a few seconds to spare here, so you can think that over. It's a voice in your head.
I'm assuming it's a voice that I've heard a couple times before now.
Yeah, I mean the voice modulation should give it away.
Yeah. So I don't respond.
Okay.
I think I've done that every time.
Shut up, I'm busy.
And then lastly, I need to do one thing here. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me just get this roll here. It didn't let me. No, that's. I don't want a D12. Wrong roll. Jesus. Okay. As the mold of the lock is just starting to get to the point where it's dry, you start to feel the lock open from the inside. And the door swings open, not with anything aggressive. There's no attack happening, but Chaladastra opens the door with his, I don't know, what would a dread elf sleeping attire be? I'm imagining like a Ebenezer,
the old school gown and nightcap.
Yes, like the Ebenezer Scrooge, the Ebenezer
Yes.
Scrooge night sleeping gown with the like stocking cap, like
Yes.
long thing. Yeah.
Yes, it's gotta be.
And he opens the door and just looks at you with a deadpan face. You do notice, you're not sure if he notices it or not either, but your mold is still intact with the door. Like nothing's been
Moved.
Yeah.
Or anything. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Just,
Maybe he's sleepwalking.
you just freeze. You're like,
Yeah.
deer in the
Just
headlights.
freeze. Pretty much.
Maybe if you don't move, he can't see you. Maybe dread elves are like T-Rexes.
There you go. There you go.
Can you roll for that?
Oh, I think that might just be so funny. I never even thought he would be sleepwalking. Hold on, let me do a roll here.
He is a little touched in the head right now. It could happen.
Or it could be one of multiple,
Yeah.
other personalities.
Yeah, that also could be it.
Childaster looks at you, looks you up and down. He looks at the door, at the lock, sees your equipment, sticking out of it, like dried clay, like being forced through the key side of the door, like the inside of the door. And in a very soft voice, Chaladastra says, "I won't tell Chaladastra if you won't."
I just kind of blink in response. just like it's a very like obviously purposeful blink that I'm doing.
An audible
Oh,
blink.
like yeah, like those classic cartoon
Blink, 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 blink,
blinks.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a single blink. Like I've been staring this entire time, just not moving. I just kind of blink. Maybe
Okay.
there's a slight nod as well.
Okay, and
Just
then
like yes, there's acknowledgement of this.
remember to help Chaladastra when we arrive at Zalaman Takesh. And I'll be sure not to make my presence known, Octavia. And the leans down in a very childish manner, like does the toddler squat kind of thing, like where you sit your butt on top of your heels, and she
Yep.
and he kind of gives you a little
What?
a little friendly nuzzle pat situation on the tip of your nose.
The way a child would
Yes.
when like petting a horse. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And without waiting for your response after that, without waiting for your response, Childaster stands back up, slowly closes the door. You hear it click, close, does not lock, and it's quiet.
Nice.
What the fuck? Like that's like literally what is mouthed under my breath is like what the fuck just happened. I wait for everything to finish drying and whatnot, and then I GTFO as quickly and quietly as possible.
Okay. One more stealth check for me, please.
Uh, 18.
Yep, that's enough. You get back to your wherever you're sleeping. I think you're all kind of like just crashing in the casino car at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, I was sleeping in the caboose, but yeah, that's not something I can do anymore.
So, time jump. Octavia, I'm going to give you the same option I gave Carlin. This is information you can keep to yourself, or this is information you can share with Belgux or Carlin. In order to create an operational key for that lock, you will need to do a crafting check.
Yeah, well, which is why I think, let's see, looking at the sheets here, Belgux has the best crafting, so I'd probably tap him for that.
Do you do it that same night? Do you wait for the next day? What? Give me a.
Oh, wait for the next day.
Okay.
And I definitely need to think on how much to disclose about the encounter
Okay.
that I had.
So, another day down. We're getting down to near kind of around a week left until you guys arrive. Belgux, is there anything you want to do? Anything exciting? This is Carl and Octavia are just going crazy on this. I did not imagine that there'd be this much RPing in this episode. So,
No, I'm good. I'm quite pleased with how the contract turned out. So I'm just going to I'm gonna challenge Glugs to a drinking contest.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Goblin to goblin.
Goblin to goblin. Okay, hold on. First of all, Glug says,
Yes, my good friend, my goblin brother. What? Name the alcohol, name your poison. Pick your poison, sir.
Whatever is the strongest stuff you have.
Oh, my friend, that might have been a mistake to say that. And
he pulls out from the bottom rung of the bar, deep covered in dust, a dark and grimy bottle of a very odd shape, you know, kind of like the bottom part is like kind of snowman shaped, and then it kind of branches out and becomes a wide, like a carafe top, you know, where it has a pouring edge. No label on it. He grabs 2 glasses, pours 1 drink, 2 drinks. It is kind of like the consistency of molasses.
Okay.
He takes 1 glass. He says,
the old goblin cheers, good drinks and dead enemies. And he just shoots it back. Oh,
shoots it. He just shoots it back. I need to get better at switching between the deep voice and the not deep voice.
Glugs is just narrating himself now.
And then Glug.
And then Glugs does this and shoots the drink.
Belgox, are you gonna take it?
Yeah.
All right. I need. Let me bring up Glugs' profile here.
I also have Iron Guts, but I'm not sure that applies to like spoiled, rotten stuff. So like I'm more adept at eating garbage to survive, so I'm not sure what the condition of this alcohol is.
It's not good alcohol. Give me a will check. I'm sorry, not will, fortitude. Fortitude.
Fortitude. Oh, okay.
Fortitude save. A fortitude save.
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Respectable 21.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not gonna do this drink by drink because that's gonna take too long. But this is a roughly a full day of drinking. You guys are taking, you know, very small shots of this really disgusting stuff, but you're taking it slowly throughout the day.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a marathon, and you eventually.
You guys have been drinking for years, and you know that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Always.
Sprinting makes you sick.
Eventually, about 4 or 5 shots in, you're feeling the buzz, but you're like still coherent. You can see Glugs is starting to wobble and do the drunk stumble. And he starts, you know, getting a lot more friendly with you. He's got his arm around your shoulder. He's like,
Three goblins gotta stick together.
Oh man, brother Belgux, man. Oh, this is so great to be with another goblin, just doing some goblin shit, man. I miss this. Such good times. You know, my life is hard, man. I getting that whole you know, operation and Ned's it going with that stupid highborn elf guy. God, he was such a pain in the ass. It just took so much work, man. It just takes out. I just want to be happy, man. I just want to be happy. I want to like live a happy goblin life, man. And just, do you feel me, man, Belgux? Do you ever think about these things about your life and like where do you want to be and like? We also want to be happy, man. Belgux, tell me.
Yeah, I think that's worthy of a toast to the happy goblin life.
Yeah, man, happy goblin life, and just
take another shot. Take another shot. Balgox,
That was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going. He takes the shot and he just keeps going. He keeps going. And he says, after a while, he says,
I mean, just the stupid North Tafrian Trading Company. They're so dumb, man. They just gave me all this money to like try to infiltrate all these stupid city-states, and he sent me to Nedzed to do the Blazing Dawn stuff. That stupid Highborn Elf guy. Oh, and I'm just, I question my life, man. I question what I'm doing. I mean, I'm good at it. I'm like 007 if he was a goblin. But I'm questioning...
Is 007 canon in this universe now?
Apparently.
Oh.
don't you worry, we'll get into 007 a little later, but he just refers to it as 007.
And I'm just tired. They just keep offering me all this money to like infiltrate their freaking companies and find out the corporate secrets. But I'm just tired of it, man. It's so unfulfilling. Like, I wish there was more to life, man. Belcook, don't you like wish there was more? Like, what is it? What makes? Why am I not happy, man? Are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, work is work, and that's not gonna bring happiness to most people. But once you got all this money, then you can do the stuff that you want. Go sit out on a beach, have people serving you.
Man, you're so right. You're so right.
Fight to death. Whatever floats your boat, right?
You're
like
so
once you have the
right.
money, you can do a lot of things.
Man,
You could buy a boat.
You don't even know, man.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't even know, man. I've got all the money in the world. It's just money can't buy happiness, brother. Money can't buy happiness.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a sad person on a boat?
Man,
I'm
wish
willing
there
to give
was
it a
more.
shot, though.
Do you like Belgox? Do you love somebody? Is there someone in your life? I feel like there's no one out there for me, man. There's no one out there for me. I'm so sad. I wish there was someone out there for me.
Oh.
Well, we'll work on that. I'll try to help find you somebody when we get to Zalman
At this point, he takes another shot. You're down to the bottom of the bottle. It's at the point now he's not really saying words. He's just blubbering. Just like...
I love you so much, man.
And that's where we are.
All right. A little over, but some useful intel, and I'm sure maybe willing to take over the job of making stupid amounts of money. I mean, do you need a substitute? You need a couple weeks off? Every guy.
He's incoherent at this point.
Yeah. All right. I'm content. Got a bunch of a good buzz.
Some interesting information.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Yeah. I mean, anything else you guys want to do before we arrive?
I would like to spend. Sorry, just so everybody knows, Carlin spends the next week trying to learn how to bake a cake.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I love it. Are you trying to conceal this, or are you just doing it out in the open? Because the only real cooking equipment on the train is, I mean, I'm gonna say there's some sort of cooking equipment in the caboose, but you can't get in there.
I mean, I could ask really nicely.
There's no
You
cooking
didn't say we
equipment.
couldn't go in the caboose. You just said like we can't have the key.
And the other like quasi cooking equipment is like the engine car is like, you know, basically a stove.
Okay, I could work with that. It didn't say it had to be a good cake.
Yeah, what constitutes the bare bones of a cake?
Right? I mean, are we talking like flourless chocolate cake, which in my opinion is shitty? Like something vaguely cake-ish? I could make
Lemon
that
bars.
work.
Do pancakes count as cakes?
Yeah, true. That's a very good
That's
point.
Cake donuts.
I mean, it depends. Are we talking the Japanese style ones that are made in a rice cooker, or are we talking about the American ones that are, you know, just
What about like
flat pieces of bread that are
the-
tasteless?
the Japanese pancakes
Oh yeah, have
that
you
are
not
like
seen these?
the super fluffy
I'm
ones?
gonna
Is
have
that
to
what you're
look
talking
that
about?
up.
Yeah, no, those are typically made in a rice cooker.
And they're like double the thickness of like a regular pancake. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, they're usually like 4 to 5
Ooh,
times the
pancakes.
thickness.
I could make that work. All right. What does the contract say about the cake? Because when you said it, it was
The
I have
wording.
to bake him a cake.
Yes, it says in those exact words, Carlin has to personally bake Emerald a cake on his birthday. No, actually,
Okay.
no.
I can work with that.
It says you have to. Carlin has to personally bake him a cake, and the caveat is, Emerald cannot be involved in the cake making process at all.
That's fine. I can figure something out. I am an inept cook. I can make tacos, but if you gave me a week, I could make a decent cake.
Okay. Do you want? So you want to practice? Go ahead and give me a straight up crafting check at a -2 circumstance bonus because you're on literally the engine of the train.
Okay, well it's a +0, so like it's already pretty bad. I don't know if you need to make it worse. but
Oh,
we'll see.
it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse.
All right, I'm adding a -2, and I'm also adding a +1 guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it almost landed on an 18.
Okay,
So
so
the first one is real bad. That's okay. I can work.
Well,
I can.
Hey,
It can only
remember,
go up from there.
remember, with pancakes at least, the first one's always sacrificial.
This is true.
So the first attempt you have is like the hottest part of the control room of the main car is
The
like
hottest part of a hot
is like
mess.
the flat surface above a control panel. And you try to like make some pancake situation. You whip together some dough from what you can find in the gambling car, and it like accidentally dribbles into the actual control panel. And as this is happening, it like Brongus comes into the main car and he's all pissed at you. He's like, "Oh, don't you know that's messing up my work there, Carlin. I don't like that very much."
My apologies, Brongus.
Yeah, but you better be apologies, eh? Or I'll give you a wing in the ning nut if you know what I mean.
I'm quite sure I have absolutely no idea what you mean, but
Oh, yeah.
I will try and make less of a mess next time.
Yeah, now you better do that. Okay, get the friggin' out of my my engine car there, you hoser. Is that too on the nose, hoser?
No,
Two on the. I don't know that you can be two on the nose.
you're already doing like an offensively Minnesota accent, so I think you're pretty on the nose already.
yeah. I don't know that you can go further.
Okay, so that's I'm gonna say that's the one attempt you can do on the train because that's the only, there's no other materials to try to make another cake.
All right, I've learned some valuable lessons. The best place to bake a cake is not on the engine of a train.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
once
hoser.
we get to
Hey,
Zelaman Takesh, Can only improve.
Well, I mean, maybe on top of a demon statue.
We have a bunch of rests between now and when we get there. I could do like some sort of fire spell. I'll work on that.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
I do have two things.
Yes.
One that is going to require a drunk goblin, and one that is going to require a non-drunk goblin.
Okay, well, tell me about the drunk goblin first.
So that's safe.
Yes.
That Glug's I don't know if he so much couldn't or if he just refused to open it last time, but since he's in a relatively suggestive and inebriated state during this drinking competition, why not try again?
All right, give me a diplomacy or thievery check.
We will go with thievery. Any circumstance changes due to his inebriation?
You definitely get +2 circumstance, yeah.
All right.
Ooh, a plus.
Yeah, he is inebriated for sure.
So that's a dirty 21.
Dirty 21, and he is going to have a good roll, but not good enough. Yeah, let's see here. Let me get the voice modulator back up here.
Oh man, oh, you winged horse. It's like you're so nice to me, man. Like, if I had my way, we'd just be like hanging out together as buddies forever, man. You said you want to like go into the safe.
Okay. In an effort to try to match the bro atmosphere that is clearly going on here.
I wasn't trying to go for like bro. It was trying to like, like drunk,
I know.
guy vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But that's a very like, I don't know. I take it as a very like bro vibe kind of thing. So the response is gonna be thus. Yeah, man, that'd be totally rad.
Totally sweet, bro.
And I'm gonna leave it ambiguous as to which part of his sentence I was actually referring to.
Oh man, like I know all about the North Taffrian Trading Company. We're like just on the hush hush, man. Like they're like I got all the info on them, but that safe over there, that's the Stormbrew Silk Trading Company. I don't know much about them.
Don't have any additional information.
So that's what you caught them right when Belgux was done with the drinking competition.
Yeah.
He's too far gone now. He can't communicate. He's done.
Okay.
Yeah. He is.
I mean that's reasonable, and yeah, it sounds like it's legitimately he just can't open it. Period. So,
yeah.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
Okay, now
That's
the sober goblin situation.
So that is, I will bring my clay facsimile of the key to the caboose to Belgux and say, hey, can you make a real one of this?
Belgux, what do you say?
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a try.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna make you do a crafting check, but please describe to me how you're gonna make this. You don't really have any like smithing equipment on the train, but you could like give me some sort of idea of what you would do.
That's something. The let's see my materials. What I got here? Guidance. I see. I don't have any candles. Are there any candles on the train? How are things illuminated?
Yeah, there's candles on the train. You can find find scrap metal. You can find candles. There's obviously rations on the train. You can, as Chris Martinez in the chat says, you can use some of Carlin's failed cake remnants. That can be used also in your experiment.
Who knows what their properties are? I mean,
there's a little bit of everything. If you want to find something a little more specific, I can test for it if it's on the train.
Okay, so I'm trying to replicate a key, but I don't have the key, so it's trying to also like open it by impression. Or because I don't have the
Octavia has
to make a copy of.
like an impression of the inside of the lock, so you can tell where the where the what's the right word, cylinders are that this combination lock works on. It's not a combination lock, a cylinder lock, and it's basically the consistency of clay, so it's very fragile. Like you can easily distort it so it doesn't have the correct information, but Octavia got it to you in good condition.
Okay. What's gonna be strong? I got bits of metal. Hard to like melt silver. For that. Yeah. Well, I thought it was there's a impressioning method where you do impressioning and then you can just grind down what you have, and would it be extremely dangerous to do, but where can we find a grinding wheel? Where do we have a large wheel that's moving really, really fast?
Awesome.
So we hang from the edge of the train and are just like, all right, let me just shave off like 0.5 millimeter at a time.
Okay. Okay, you want to go
like
for this?
Where this is going?
I like this a lot. You're working with Octavia, so
I'm gonna
Octavia.
need some incentive from Octavia because this is pretty dangerous to do. My wallet's feeling a bit light.
Oh.
So,
Octavia's indisposed at the moment. So.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna go for it. I want you to give me a crafting check.
Okay.
It's just a straight up crafting check. No circumstance bonuses.
Crafting check. Okie doke. We are.
Oh. Nice. That's a total of 24. You're successful, and what you create. This is what I'm imagining in my mind's eye. Octavia presents this to you. You basically set this mold to the side, and you cast basically almost like a whole block of whatever metal you can find around the train car in the engine of the train, so it becomes just a big clump. And then I'm imagining you hanging off the edge of the side of the train car, Octavia like literally holding onto the back of your belt loop with her mouth holding you off the side of the train car, and you have in one hand the mold looking at it, and the other hand the glob of metal, dried metal, and you're grinding it against the train car wheel to, like, you know, match the two so they look the same. I think that's a good image. Yeah, you successfully create what you, from the best you can imagine, from the clay mold to an actual key. You did it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we need to test it at night. Early in the morning.
All right.
Yes. I don't know if you saw what I put in chat, but I have 5 gold. I can give you.
You can give me half your gold.
I can give you 5 gold.
That's all
Okay.
she's got.
I'll just hold on to this key then. Here's the mold back.
Oh.
I mean, you don't know how much gold I've got.
I've seen you clear out pillage most of the places, so
But I don't
right.
have.
I
don't have liquidity. I have.
Oh, what
5
do you
gold.
have that's not liquid? They got jewels? I'll take jewels.
I don't think I've got any jewels. Not that I'm willing to
Oh.
part with. Like.
You have a few things. You have the
Oh,
golden...
I'm
you have
aware
the
I've got a few things.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
got the
just-
gold mask and the
But-
rod with the red jewel on it.
Yeah. But let me double check something because I may have. Oh no, I also have. I don't know why I don't have it listed on my sheet here.
What do you got?
I do
Yeah.
also have 50 gold worth of jewelry. So. But
And
You
have
don't
the
know-
and you have
you don't
Child
know-
Estra's deeds too.
I have, yes, but I'm not giving those up. Those are going to be some bargaining. money.
I do like a test, just for assessment of like in terms of negotiation.
how
like,
much-
I'm trying to understand like how much do you really have? Like Octavia trying to like, oh, I only have like 5 gold and like some other trinkets.
You
and stuff
were-
like that. It's like, I think you got more like 300 gold worth of stuff.
Give me a recall knowledge on.
What rule
It's just
was
like, it's I'm sorry, that doesn't matter really. It's just your remembrance. So give me a will saving throw. A will saving throw.
that? A will saving. Okay.
I mean,
I don't know if this is exactly the
I'll-
right way to do it, but
I'll
20
give
Alright.
you. I'll give you 25 gold worth of jewelry. I'm not going to try to sell that shit.
you are.
Right.
My point is, you remember that you were present when Octavia collected the gold mask.
Mm-hmm.
You were present when she got the 25 gold worth of jewelry. You were not present when she got the rod with the red jewel on the top. That was when you did thieving
Okay.
on your by yourself.
Yes.
I think that's everything, right? And then the deeds you were present for also. No, you weren't. No, you were not. You were not present for the deeds.
I don't trust pieces of paper. I mean, we
Well-
just forged a bunch of documents. The pieces of paper, don't really trust. So,
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want those anyway. But
Yeah, so,
no, like
yeah,
I'll give you 25 gold worth of jewelry.
I think that is a fair trade.
I'll modify that in my
All right, 25
here.
gold worth of jewelry. Not in gold, but in
you know,
jewelry.
yeah.
Yep.
Let me actually add that here.
All right, so the last thing you're probably going to do is go test the key.
Which
Yep.
will happen at night.
Yes. Same
Not
situation.
my problem.
Give me a stealth roll to get give me a stealth roll to get there.
Not my problem. I only do back end. That's front end.
Pretty much. It's gonna be 15.
15 is just enough. You get there.
Ooh.
You get there. You test the key. I'm gonna say with a 15. Yeah.
I mean, is it even still locked? Because I don't think it got locked.
No, then it's a whole day later.
Last
So
time.
it's a whole day later. So
Okay.
it's definitely Child Astra definitely locked it.
So he's been out and back in. Okay.
And I'm going to say that the key definitely works. It works. It clicks open. Do you want to enter the room, or do you just want to test if it works?
Okay, well, since I know it clicks open, can I, like, hear if, like, can I hear anything in the room?
No, well, give me a perception check.
Yeah, turn on here.
Quick shout out. We have 5 for a while now. We've had 5 people in the YouTube watching us. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate it. We're trying to have fun here. Let me know what you think. All 5 of you. Go, continue.
So that's a 10
Okay.
on the perception.
You don't hear anything. You think you're alone.
Okay. Well, I mean, I imagine that he is in there. Just, I assume he's asleep or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the key away.
Okay.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna hide the key. So the door's now unlocked.
Yes.
I'm gonna hide the key, like, in this booth here.
And a
Oh.
small
It's not-
fake rock right next
It's
to
not
the
letting me. It's not letting me
Which booth here? In the casino car?
Hold on, I'm trying to get it to. It's not doing the thing.
If you
So
want to
the,
if you want to like show a location, I think if you just click and then hold, yeah, what you just did.
That was me.
I did. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like this booth here.
Okay, like and underneath the cushion or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the door unlocked. You
Yes.
hide the key, and then you
Yeah.
head back to bed.
No, I go to the door and I slowly open it up.
Oh,
And
okay.
I try to go in.
As you open the door, this is a finely crafted, dread elf train car. So like you open the door and it doesn't creak or anything. It glides open very quiet, very smooth. And you're hunched down, kind of slowly moving into the room. And as you open the door, silently just standing in front of the other side of the door, staring at you, is Chaladastra. Completely quiet,
Of course he is.
creepy
Of
as all
course he is.
hell. Just
Of course he is.
Fully naked.
Oh, okay. That might be a little scarring.
I'm not gonna say fully
Um,
naked, but he's definitely in his bed, his sleeping gown and
Yeah.
sleeping cap situation.
Yep.
And
Okay.
he says, I see you successfully made the key, Octavia. I'm so pleased.
Oh, fun.
These are such fun secrets to keep from Octavia. To keep from Chaladastra.
Yeah, I was gonna say to keep from me.
To
What?
keep from Chaladastra. These are fun games, Octavia. Let's keep doing this.
Creepy. I don't
And
actually
it's-
say that, but that's like running through my mind.
And she's just sitting there with the very, the very recent horror movie that came out with like the lady smiling. What was it called?
No, I don't
Anyway,
watch horror
just-
movies.
Awkward.
Also, that's incredibly vague.
What was it called?
Yeah.
And it was a smiling
Smile or
lady.
something. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's just standing there completely straight, arms at her side, staring at you with a broad smile.
Fun.
Fun. Ree. Do you want to continue to go into the room or cut your losses?
No, I'm gonna continue into the room. If I can. If this
So-
particular mindset of Chaladastra will let me.
As you take one step into the room, Chaladastra says, "You know I can't let you in here, right?" Chris Martinez sees, I think the movie was literally called Smile. There's a horror movie called Smile with a woman. It's like, check it out. Anyway, I'm not crazy. That is a thing.
I don't doubt it. I just it's not my thing. So
Yeah, as you take one step in, she doesn't move. And she says, "This is fun, Octavia, but you know I can't let you in. This is only for me and Chaladastra." What do you do? So many thoughts. So many thoughts.
yeah, there's so many things I could do. So many things. One of them really bad. Yeah, no, I think the best course of action is to just slowly back away. I'm not gonna close the door. Just gonna slowly back away.
Okay. As you slowly back out, she doesn't move, continues with her eyes trained on yours. And as you eventually duck out of sight of her, she says, "Bye, Octavia. You're my best friend." And then she slowly closes the door to the caboose.
The next morning, you find Octavia in the fetal position, which is a really weird position for a horse to be in.
Right? What does that even look like?
I mean, I could...
Oh, good
Yikes.
stuff. Good stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And here we thought that was the harmless personality.
Have we met this personality before? I don't know that we
was,
have.
like the little kid one, but maybe I'm
Well, no,
totally
no.
wrong.
I think this is a different one than
Give
any
me
of the
on
ones
a-
we've met before.
No.
It's starting to seem that way.
I'm gonna definitely say this is the child personality. You've met three personalities.
Oh.
Chaladastra itself, the main personality. Shiv, which is the defensive, combat-oriented rogue-like character, and then Pharsis. This is the child. This is definitely the
Okay.
children. This is the Children of the Corn-esque child.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Well, yeah. The impression I got from night one was that this is one that we hadn't met yet, due to the, I won't tell him if you won't.
No.
It makes sense though, because it's the childlike one, and children are creepy as shit.
Right. Yeah.
All right. It's getting within days of arrival. Any other honestly, guys, I thought this section of the game was going to take like maybe half an hour. We're almost at 2 hours. Anything else?
I'm good.
Nope. I do retrieve the key because I'm not just gonna leave that there.
Yeah, you're gonna keep the key. Keep the key.
But yeah, that I got nothing else.
Okay, not to extend this any longer.
No,
but
if you guys want to extend it, keep going. I don't mind.
One thing I want to try. So, I've been looking through my possible spell options, and I want to try something. And Belgux, Octavia, come here for a second. I need to try something. I need you as tasters. So
okay. Cool.
Come over here and check something out. It's only food. Don't worry.
Even if it's rotting, still good. Still good.
I think I can deal with that. Okay, so let's say for today I have prepared 2 spells. First one, create food. I'll just read the spell description. You can create enough food to feed 6 medium creatures for a day. This food is bland and unappealing, but it is nourishing. After 1 day, if no one has eaten the food, it decays and becomes inedible, and then it goes into sizes of creatures and how much can be fed from each one. So, Swamp Swimmer, are you willing to let me control the shape of this food that I create?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely control the shape, but a cake is sweet, not dull.
You answered the first question. So, I will use one of my 2nd level spell slots for today, and I will create a round, cake-shaped thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do that. I create it. It does not look good. It looks like a, 1.5 inch, 12-ish inches in diameter round cylinder of stacked cardboard. Then I will cast the spell Enhance Victuals. You transform the target into delicious fare. Changing water into wine or another fine beverage, or enhancing the food's taste and ingredients to make it a gourmet treat.
Nice.
I think
So I create the cardboard stack and I say, hold on, just wait another second, and then do whatever. Boom. It looks like a delightful cake. Let's go. It looks like a delicious tres leches cake.
Ooh, I like that.
That's my favorite kind of cake.
That's a good kind of cake. I mean, I can't. I have no reason to say this wouldn't work. Like, this is a full-on. This is food, which is turned into a delicious cake. It takes 2 spell slots.
2 2nd level spell slots. My only 2 2nd level spell slots.
It works. You feed it to Belgux and Octavia. It tastes wonderful, like wonderfully sweet tres leches cake. Done and done. I can't disagree with you.
Well, what do you think?
How many people was this supposed to feed?
It's like 6 medium creatures or something like that.
Nice. We got some good size helpings.
Most small creatures eat 1/4 as much as it can feed up to 6 medium creatures for a day. It's a solid sized cake. Filling.
I'm gonna bring a piece for Glugs.
So this is actually the next day after the drinking competition. So Glugs is hung the F over, and you give it to him, and he is just like, Hold on.
This is the best food I've ever had in my entire life. Oh my god.
Shh. Don't say that too loud.
So after Belgax has taken his portion, whatever that winds up being, including the portion for Glugs, and after Carlin has taken his, the rest of it mysteriously disappears, and then later on in the day you find Octavia curled over
In the fetal position.
in the fetal position again.
In a sugar coma, a sugar-induced coma.
She has eaten too much.
Fair.
Awesome. I love it.
Carlin brings Belgux over. It's like, look, I'm pretty sure my experiment worked.
Tame the beast.
That's all I have. You could carry on.
That's wow. So much happened on this train. Okay. Whew. It gets to the day of arrival. Let's go ahead and switch over to my little pick here that I had set up. As you can see from this pick, this is what you see as you arrive to Zalaman Takesh. Zalaman Takesh is a sprawling walled city. Normally walled cities, I mean, it's ginormous, and there's multiple ziggurats coming up from the center of the city, all of them dwarfed by one ginormous ziggurat, the Overlord ziggurat. And you can actually see way above the top of it, you see a winged bull circling the top of the ziggurat. This is backed up to the foothills of the mountains as they lead up to the east. And this is not only just a walled city, this is like a fortified walled city. These walls are 50 feet tall with guard posts every 100 yards. And normally in your travels, you've seen walled cities before that have kind of like sprawl outside of the walls, where there's like shanty towns or pop up, where refugees and travelers live and rest outside the city walls. That is not the case here. Outside the city walls are very few buildings and dwellings. There's only a smattering, and they are basically at the entrances. As I said, there's an entrance to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, and then one entrance that is the train entrance. Trains go in, do their business, back out. As the train approaches the steel road that leads into Zalaman Takesh, as you come over a rise looking down onto the city, taking in this great view that you have, there is a backup of trains that has to be miles long. There's dozens and dozens of long trains containing all sorts of goods and fare that is backed up leading into the city. And Brongus brings the train up to the last place in line, stops the train, and you see on the side a group of Torok anointed, these half bull, half infernal dwarf, riding up alongside the train tracks to meet your train. Who would like to go out and meet them?
I can do it.
Not it.
Also not it.
All right. Well, I guess again, I can do it.
All right. As you step out of the train car, most of the other inhabitants, Emerald, Brongus, Glugs, Cow Dung, and Broomhilda, and Chaldastra all file out in what looks like a normal way of doing business. They all shuffle out, they all pull out their contracts and have them ready in their hands. As these, let's say, 3 Torok Anointed come riding up, Carlin, you notice something interesting. Riding on the back of the center Torok is a goblin. A very peculiar goblin. He's got this wide collared jacket that is kind of dark red with gold fringe, and he's wearing a monocle and a beaten up top hat, like black top hat.
Nice.
And as they approach, they stop. He slowly dismounts. This goblin, the Toroks say nothing. And the goblin walks up to you, Carlin, and he says, "Hello, and welcome to Zalaman Takesh. My name is Spuds. Spuds the Commissioner. What brings you? Please have your contracts present, and I will account for each of you."
Yes, of course. My name is Carlin Vogel. Here is my contract, and these are my companions.
So Octavian Belgux went out with you?
I don't know. I meant like the other people on the train, but that's up to them.
You present.
I come out. I just not the person.
Yeah, we'll go out because like that kind of makes the most sense. But
No,
like,
I'm on Carlin's contract, so.
And I'm on Belgux's.
I do not like the way you just laughed.
Carlin, give me a reflex saving throw.
What? Okay.
What?
Oh no. That's a 6, but it was a nat 1.
Ooh.
So as you're like you're looking at this goblin, you're thinking about how peculiar this goblin is. You're thinking about, oh god, I hope this contract works and convinces them. You start feeling this like weird, like rubbing sensation on your calf, and you look down, and you see the most weird-looking creature you've ever seen in your entire life. Basically, it's like a ball of muscle with a giant mouth with giant teeth and 2 legs just sticking out the bottom of it. And it's all like brown, dark-skinned. And if you are a 9th Age player, this is a Gnasher. And basically,
Pac-Man with legs, got it.
It's basically Pac-Man with legs with big teeth.
Demon Pac-Man.
And this Gnasher is not attacking you. It's not biting you. It is vigorously humping your leg.
Okay. Does this belong to you, Spuds? Because is there any way you can make him stop doing that?
And as you say that, Spuds looked down and he says,
very uncomfortable.
He says, no, ChompChomp, stop. No, bad ChompChomp, bad ChompChomp. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sir, would you just don't look it in the eye. ChompChomp's a good boy. I'm sorry.
Believe me, I will not.
And he comes over and he has a little like switch, you know, like a horse riding switch, and he goes chomp chomp. No, bad chomp chomp, bad chomp chomp. And he hits him on the head, and you're squeaking, go and kind of get off of you and run back to its owner's side.
Oh, thank God.
That would be one hell of a cleaning job for your armor.
Yikes.
Yes, so he approaches you, Carlin, and he says, contract please, sir.
Okay, I have to say it. Chris Martinez in the chat said chomp chomp like the HompHomp. That's well done, Martinez. That got me. Thank you.
That'd be a good title.
Clean up
Yes,
aisle Carlin.
chomp chomp likes the HompHomp. Might be my nominee for the title.
All right, yeah, he says, please present your contract.
I present the contract.
All right, let's see here. I don't know if Chomp Chomp's gonna really be part of this story, but I just had to do it. Sorry, guys.
Nah, all good.
All right, he is going to take a diplomacy check. It says, yes, very good, very good. Oh, yeah, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And he looks up at you, and he looks over at Belgux, and he says, my deepest apologies, Carlin, Sir Carlin. I see here you are here to study underneath the city's government and your access to the city's archive, and actually you are to meet the city's, what was it called, connection, the handler, the handler to be named later. And he says, I am actually your handler. And he clears his throat, and he does a little bow and takes his hat off and dips it toward you, and he says, I am your humble Spuds. I will be your person of contact in the great temple city of Zalamantakesh. I welcome you, Sir Colin.
It is my pleasure, Mr. Spuds, the commissioner. It's, I mean, your pet already humped my leg. I feel like we know each other very well for some reason.
Yes, actually, I'm not a commissioner. I am the manager of tariffs and trade with the southern gate of Zalamantakesh. But don't worry, I'm a very accomplished a person that will help you through the city. Anything you need, Sir Colin, just let me know. And he looks up at the train for a second, and you see him like something click in his mind. It's like, yes, we welcome you to the city. And he moves on, and he goes, oh, Goblin, my friend, brother, I see you are attached to the Sir Carlin's contract.
Yes, and I have another contract, and this is my cargo to deliver.
Ah, yes,
I'll show him the contract.
We've been expecting the present for the Overlord. This is a very unique specimen I see, and he kind of twiddles with his monocle and looks at Octavia closely. He even ventures to grab your jowls to inspect your teeth.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. It might have actually happened in both of them. Have you ever seen either The Road to El Dorado or Tangled?
I've seen Tangled.
Yes.
Yes,
So-
and yes.
So the horse in both of those, I believe, at one point someone does something similar, and it just kind of snaps at him.
Yeah, it does the little like teeth snap,
Yeah.
like the.
Yeah.
You do that,
Yeah.
and
So like as he goes to do that, like I'm not actively like trying to bite him, but it's definitely like I mean it's a horse thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
so you do
But it's
that.
heavily telegraphed, right?
Yeah, it's heavily telegraphed. I'm not actually trying to bite him.
Very good. You basically telegraph it well. He sees it company. He's startled and he takes a step back. And he's oh, this is a feisty one. The Overlord will enjoy this. It's a wonderful present. Very nice. And Octavia just like out of the blue. You don't even see this coming. You just look down and you see ChompChomp not humping you, but he's just standing right like underneath your head, you know, like at your hoof, looking up at you, sitting in the seated position like a dog, and just panting like with his tongue hanging out of its mouth, looking at you intently.
I wish I had a button for a horse snort. I still haven't set that up yet. I really need to. But yeah, the classic, just like, you know, breathe through the nose sharply, you know, snort that horses do. You know.
Yeah, I gotcha. With that, it skitters off away because he's scared of you. Next up, Spuds comes to Chaladastra and he says, "Welcome back, Sir Chaladastra. Your appointment with the city is here as always, and we welcome to the great majestic city of Zalaman Takesh." And yeah, Chaladastra actually bends down and gives ChompChomp a little pat on the head, and he's been here before. He understands. He goes down the line to each of the people on the train, confirming stories, confirming contracts. He gets to Broomhilda, the wife of Vigo, the timeshare salesman. And she's like, I'm sorry, I don't have a contract. And Spud's like, I'm just flabbergasted. Spud's like, how dare you? What this is unconscionable. What are you? Oh, this is unreal. I please leave the city of Zalaman Takesh. You are not welcome. The only feet that set upon the soil of Zalaman Takesh are those under the contract of law. Goodbye. You see one single tear fall from Broomhilda's eye down her cheek. She turns, looks at all of you. Everyone's averting their gaze, trying not to make eye contact. Does anyone want to help her?
I'm just a dumb horse.
I'm just picturing her walking away, mumbling the phrase, "Play shitty games, win shitty prizes."
Oh my god. Okay, she starts crying. She turns, looks around dumbfounded, and starts walking back along the train track south.
Oof, brutal.
Man, I was
the brakes, kid.
I was fully expecting one of you guys to step in there. Okay.
Were you? Why?
Very much like, you know, the end of every Incredible Hulk television show from back in the day, where he's the sad piano's playing and Broomhilda walks off into the distance alone. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Broomhilda's coming back. I guarantee it.
We can't jeopardize our entry into the city.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just.
With that, Spuds whips on his heel, spins around, comes back to the big front of the line where Carlin is, and he says, "One last thing before I grant you entry into the city of Zalaman Tikesh. We were expecting a much larger train with more cars and cargo. Can you explain to me what has happened? I see you're only in a 3-car train."
Ah, yes. Well, I can tell you that within the Infernal Dwarf area, there seem to be some security issues. We were waylaid en route by a warband of orcs who attacked our train and destroyed beyond functionality some of the cars of the train. We were forced to abandon some of them upon making it safely through a blockade of orcs. And these were the only 3 that were salvageable.
Okay, this is a straight up deception check.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, that's a straight up that's a lie. So it's a deception check. I don't know. There's no other choices here.
No, it's
At least
fair. It's fair. It's just unfortunate.
At least you're at +1. Like, it's small, but it's still positive.
Well, let's bump that
Yep,
up.
it's
I'm
fine.
gonna do a little guidance.
Oh!
Ah,
no.
it was right there.
Ooh.
It's a 4.
We still
you,
have rerolls left, right?
you have
Take
a
the
reroll.
reroll. Take the reroll,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna reroll
Is
guidance again. Swamp Swimmer, I assume you're keeping track of our heroic points.
So in the pool, for all the players, there's 1 left. This will be your last one. You each have your own individual hero points, which I have not been keeping track of.
Use the pool one. Save the individual
well,
one, I assume, for like death save.
I think
have
Belgux
already
is.
used my individual one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Belgux, you're the only one that has any left.
Oh,
I
okay.
used mine on a similar not good to fail roll last episode. So
Yeah. Okay.
here we go.
But yeah, like this isn't a. This is a.
Oh, okay. How about
Hey.
how about a nat 20 for a 22?
Oh yeah.
Hero points, baby.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Nat 20, wow. Okay, okay. So first, Spuds, you start telling this story, and it is, as the story goes on, his jaw starts to drop more and more, and his eyes get wider and wider until he's like, "My good Carlin, Sir Carlin, you are an inspiration to the rest of us. Your magnificence and courage is something we can only strive to achieve. I commend you, and I humbly apologize at this wait at the gate of this great city. Unfortunately, my sorry, sir. There's a bit of a situation getting into the city. There was a group of dwarves that were coming to the city to make connection with their ancient brothers, and there was a bit of I'm unfamiliar with what the exact situation is, but there was a bit of a fracas between the gods and these dwarves, And because of that, the city has been shut down. No one is to go in or out. But you seem to be someone of courage and strength. Maybe you could go to the jail and assist in remedying this situation?
Oh, well, I mean, I certainly am all of those things that you just mentioned, so thank you. But
before anything else happens,
yes,
you feel a wet situation on your hand. You look down. It's ChompChomp licking big, like you thought his mouth was huge. ChompChomp's mouth was huge. His tongue is like ridiculous. Like if he was to leave his tongue out and walk, it would drag on the ground. And he's licking your hand as you're doing this. He says, "No, bad ChompChomp, bad ChompChomp. This is a good. Oh, get over here!" And he whips ChompChomp again.
Wow. Okay. Where does he even keep that thing? That's scary and impressive. I was going to say, as I like wipe my hand on whatever, my pants or something on Octavia, onto Octavia's fur.
You get, as soon as your hand starts reaching for me,
Another
one of
snap.
my I'm not getting near that hand with my teeth.
Fair.
Wing
fair.
Wing comes out and slaps your hand away.
Okay,
you would
enough.
think Nasher herd saliva is, clear, like just like human saliva, but it's more like goopy and slightly
Caustic,
yellow.
and
Yeah, it
stings a little bit.
It irritates
mucusy.
your skin's getting a little irritated on your hand. Like there's a rash forming.
Yikes. Okay. All right. Well, moving on. I mean, yes, diplomacy is one of my better skill bonuses. I mean, talents. So, yes, I could certainly try to help with that. Is there not like a second rail line into the city, like a pre-check kind of thing?
No. There is only one line into the city. Where inside there are the stockyards where cargo is offloaded and unloaded. Outside the city walls, there's just a small checkpoint up ahead at the city gate. But as you can see, the gates are closed, and there is a small administrative building and also a small detention facility, which is where these dwarves are located.
Interesting. Well, I mean, if you think it will get us into the city faster, then yes, I am happy to help. Suna would demand that we try and remedy this situation.
Yes, very. How wonderfully gracious you are. Please come follow me, good sir. ChompChomp, come along. Come, ChompChomp, come. And you see him like skittle along and come after and come and follow behind him. And you make your way to the front of the line. This is a long walk, so it's gonna take a little while. There's not enough Torok anointed for all of you to ride, but no one else follows. Carlin, you head out and follow Spuds. And Octavian Belgux, do you want to follow also?
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, well, if Belgux is going, then I have to go. Like, I'm gonna play the dumb horse.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're definitely.
I do actually. I have one point of clarification I want to get on the hero points. I just looked it up, and the rules do say you usually start each session with an individual hero point.
Oh,
Is that
That is
something we
true.
are?
Okay. I'll just perfect transparency. I have been forgetting to do that. I want to maintain that rule. Each session, each of you get one hero point. That's
Okay.
the individual hero points. No, they don't stack. You can't accumulate 3 points over
it's-
3
it's-
sessions.
start with one.
Yeah,
You
you start
always-
the session with one, and
You-
they get any that you have will disappear at the end of the session.
Yeah. It's basically you every
But we
session
get a
you
new one
always
each.
every session you will start with at least one hero point. That was my point of the individual hero points to be played just like the system, but the pool of group hero points that are, if anyone's watching, please hit the subscribe or follow button. That will give the group a group hero point. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Well, in that case, I would have used my own personal one.
fair enough. So there's
So we would still have-
in the group pool there's still one hero point.
Okay,
Thank you, Octavia, for looking that up.
I wanted to understand how we were supposed to gain hero points, and yeah,
Gives us one more opportunity to save all our asses at some point later. So
yes.
well done.
I need all 3 of you to give me a perception check.
What? Oh. Uh,
17, 13, and very high. Okay.
25.
Yeah, very high.
Nice.
I'm hyper focused on I'm a horse, but making sure that nobody is
The repeating phrase in your head, I'm a horse.
just in case somebody tries to read my mind or something, right?
That's what horses say to themselves.
That's
yeah.
absolutely constantly. I am a horse.
Yeah.
You definitely notice one thing. In the interaction when Spuds was going through all of the contracts for all the passengers on the train, when he got to Glugs, it was a very cold exchange. There is something between Glugs and Spuds. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But you all make it along the way to, you come up to the city walls. Again, it's 50 feet tall. These are humongous walls with guard posts along them. And there is the gateway where the trains can go in, where the steel road comes to the city wall. These gates are huge. Think of the gates from Jurassic Park. Giant gates that open, that'll let trains in and out. They are closed currently. There are multiple trains backed up on the tracks. Kind of on the side of the gates, there's a few buildings kind of built into the side of the city walls. And one of them is, Spuds guides you toward the one building, which is looks like an administrative building with one entrance into it. You also notice to the both side, to the left of you is the south gate of the city. Again, the gates are closed. There's a huge backup. You're at least hundreds of yards away from this, but you can see the backup of carts and horses and people on foot, regiments of soldiers, as well as merchants with large caravans of goods. All of them backed up for miles. And Spuds says, please, after you. This is the holding area. It seemed, last I heard, all of these dwarf ruffians have been taken into custody and have been placed into detention. But we are keeping them under lock and key until the city comes out of lockdown.
All right. Well, you lead the way, Spuds.
All right, Spuds enters the building. Everyone roll initiative. No, I'm joking. Let's get in the map here, though. Activate. You're gonna go to the map. As you enter, this looks like the chamber, and like, you know what? I don't have a character for Spuds. Let me get something going here. Hold on 1 second. We're just gonna use the Glugs icon for Spuds. Oops.
It's just another goblin. They all look the same.
If this coming from a goblin, yeesh.
So entering,
Face blind goblin.
entering in this situation. First things first. We have not been using all of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition rules, and before this game session, I sent you guys a link to a couple commands about the exploration actions. There's 3 pillars of of Pathfinder. There's the role-playing section, there's encounters, which is combat, and we haven't really at all yet been using this encounters section. I'm sorry, exploration. Excuse me, my bad. Exploration section. This is meant to be the connective tissue between encounters in a dungeon. And basically, this is like the repeating action you're doing in preparation of something might happening in the future. Some examples of this is like you're repeating a spell, which might be like detect magic, or you might be sneaking.
Okay.
This is probably what Octavia will be doing. Octavia, this is also the sneak exploration action is what you use, so you can use sneak as your initiative
Use
order.
stealth as your initiative bonus.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is something we haven't been using, and I'd like to use it. Let's see here. Let me get to my actions. And the other really kind of unique one is something called follow the leader. So if you, for instance, wanted to stealth around a portion of an encounter, you could all follow Octavia's footsteps and get a +4, since she's an expert in stealth, I believe, to your stealth roll.
Yep.
Also, no, I also have quiet allies bonus feat, so we can, as a group, just take 1 check, but it's with the lowest modifier.
Interesting.
Which I would know.
So what
Lowest modifier is 0. I have +11. There's no way I'm taking that.
so
For individual ones. But,
entering this space, this is going to be a dungeon situation.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a brief explanation of, like, you know, the circumstance as you walk in the door. But starting at this point, I want you guys to, all of you, to choose, and you have to tell me out loud what your exploration action will be, because it will affect how actual encounters will start.
Okay, I'll do the repeat spell, detect magic cantrip.
Okay. Carlin just went to the restroom, so we're gonna wait a second until he comes back so I can explain the situation. But this is actually Belgix. This is the first time you've cast detect magic.
No, it's not.
When did you cast it before?
It wasn't very useful. I think it was last time.
Yeah, it was on the safe. I remember.
Oh yeah.
And there was
safe.
there was another I think there's been a couple of times that you've cast it.
I think
Like,
I
I
remember.
definitely remember
I
on the
remember
save.
him.
Very watered down.
I remember you thinking of casting it, but not doing it. But anyway, you cast Detect Magic, and something you noticed something you didn't notice before. Octavia's satchels are glowing with magic. So Carlin,
But it wasn't beforehand?
you didn't notice it beforehand. I don't know, you might have cast Detect Magic before. I thought you hadn't. But when you cast this, you definitely see Octavia's satchels glowing with magic.
Okay.
Carlin, this is going to be a dungeon situation. I explained the exploration actions that are the connective tissue between the encounters. Definitely, starting now, I want you to always choose to have one exploration action up, because it will influence how you enter into encounters.
Okay. I am familiar with those actions, so.
Like for instance, I think you're the only one who's carrying a shield in this situation, so you might want to be the defense action where you automatically have your shield raised when you enter into combat. But before you decide, let me just explain what happens. You walk in this door, and you're in an antechamber, this first room with a door directly in front of you, and off to the left is what's like, like a desk that's a hole in the wall, like, think of like an old school, like at a really crappy hotel, the check-in counter is like, behind bars kind of situation. This is, the front desk of this holding center. You can see from Spuds' reaction, there would normally be someone there, but there's not. And it's quiet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. So I was anticipating getting into this dungeon situation a little faster. We're gonna go for about 20 minutes, and then I normally have a cliffhanger at the end of every episode, but I don't know if we're gonna get to one. So we're gonna do 20 minutes of this. Carlin, what Spuds seems very. Spuds says, "Oh my God, what this is unreal. This is uncouth. This is completely unconscionable. Where are the gods? ChompChomp. Oh my dear ChompChomp, come cuddle with Daddy. ChompChomp, come here, Chad. ChompChomp." And he pets ChompChomp, cuddles him close, and he's a little afraid and concerned. So Carlin, I do not know what's happening. Can you protect me?
I will certainly try, as long as you don't call yourself Daddy again. And then I will raise my shield, enacting the defend action, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna do avoid notice.
Okay, avoid notice. Excellent.
I'd like to think that I'm just constantly doing avoid notice anyway.
Checks out.
All right.
I think I do actually need to make a stealth check.
Yeah, I think so.
So let me.
Is it just triggered when
do
you?
that?
Isn't it just triggered when you make it into an encounter?
Well, so it starts out saying you attempt a stealth check to avoid notice when traveling at half speed. And then if you're avoiding notice at the start of an encounter, you usually roll a stealth check instead of a perception check, both to determine your initiative and to see if the enemies notice you based on their perception DCs as normal for sneak, regardless of their initiative check results.
Very good.
So I will roll my initial stealth check for the avoid notice.
Also, I noticed before and was laughing, but I can see the bottle of Old Bay in your dice cam, and I respect it.
Nice. Awesome.
Yep. So that's a 19.
19, very good. So we will. So I don't understand how to fix it. So that you'll use that number when you enter combat for your initiative, or do you roll?
No, I'll roll another stealth check
Okay.
at the start of combat, and that check will be used for my initiative and my stealth roll against the enemy's perception DCs, which is a separate roll from their initiative, if I'm reading it correctly.
Yes.
So they will wind up making essentially two perception checks, one for initiative and one for do they see me.
Okay, gotcha. That'll make sense. What would y'all like to do?
So I will step forward a little bit and Spuds, do you know where I assume this has something to do with the dwarves. Do you know where they were being held?
Yes, oh boy, this is very concerning. The dwarves were brought here, should be being held in the main detention facility, which is in the back of this facility. Last I checked, they were brought in merely hours ago.
All right. Well, I've never been here, so like, which of these doors are you talking about?
The detention facility is straight back. I mean, straight down, if you want to, straight ahead of you, if that's the right way to put it. Straight ahead of you, all the way to the short-term holding facility. Past that, and that's the actual detention facility.
Okay, so this door. You could have just like pointed and been like that door. But
I'm sorry.
We'll go with it.
I'm sorry, Sir Colin. I'm very nervous. This is not the usual protocol. Hush, ChompChomp. Hush, Daddy's here. ChompChomp. Stop. It's hush, ChompChomp.
Hey, I said no more of that.
I'm sorry. My ChompChomp gives me comfort. Yes, through that door, Sir Colin.
Okay. And I will open this door.
Okay. Here we go. Open the door. Roll for initiative, please.
Okay.
Okay.
You want us all to roll for initiative, or just Carlin since he's standing in the doorway?
You all should roll.
+2 circumstance bonus.
Let me see here. Let me get in this. There we go.
Ooh. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Huh.
So that's going to be a 31.
Ooh, shit.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. I need to roll for all
Okay.
of the NPCs. Octavia, you said 31?
Yes.
And Belgux, what did you roll? In the encounter tab, which is the second one, you should be able to click the dice next to your name that just automatically rolls for initiative.
Yeah. No, I did click on it. No, yeah, it's 10. It's just above Carlin and Log. Right? Did I
Oh
click
no,
on
you
it?
rolled a perception check. You
perception.
need to actually
Oh,
click
okay.
the
Yeah. And
initiative.
go to the
Oh,
the
okay.
encounter. Yeah, there you
Got
go.
it.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's better.
All right, so first up is Octavia, obviously. So I want to start getting real crunchy with rules here. So you entered here without your weapons drawn. So drawing your weapons, for instance, would be one action.
Not for me.
Not for you because you have a
That would be
special rule.
weapons.
Quick draw.
My mind is a weapon.
I
Jesus.
I have the quick draw feat, which lets
Okay.
me just draw and slash in a single action.
Now, before you decide to do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what you see through this door. Carlin, as you open the door, you see two dwarves slouched against the wall, both of them holding mugs and drinking out of them. Around them, you see the bodies of infernal dwarf guards scattered about them.
There's nothing more dangerous than a drunk dwarf.
But Octavia, it is your turn. Go for it.
Is there like a hold action mechanic where I can insert myself later in the initiative?
Yes, but it's
Or-
not.
But how would that affect my sneak attack ability on this first turn?
So they need to take a perception check, which I'm going to say they automatically fail because you're through a doorway behind another person. They currently do not. You are undetected to them, so you have your sneak attack on them.
Right.
Isn't sneak attack just you act before them in the initiative?
Well,
No,
yeah,
that's
so,
it's
hold on.
it's different. When you are undetected, you get the sneak attack for that one attack.
Well, hold on, because there's a couple of things going on here. Sneak attack is any time that I have a plus. I have a I think it's specifically a +2 circumstance bonus on them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then there's surprise attack, which only happens on the first turn, and only occurs if I roll deception or stealth for initiative, and any creatures that haven't acted.
Oh, okay.
Before me.
What's the bonus for that?
They are so that is they're flat-footed against me,
Mm-hmm.
which would then give me the sneak attack.
Yep.
However, I don't really want to rush in, sword slashing. I couldn't think of a appropriate guns blazing metaphor for a
Swords a slashing.
Swords a slashing.
swords a slashing. All right, we'll go with it. So I kind of want to let like Carlin and Belgux go first.
Mm-hmm.
I just
So
want to
they're-
make sure. So I guess upon reading it, like as long as I go before this first dwarf, it shouldn't matter, right? And so basically, I
So-
just want to like for this round just insert myself.
So there's two things you can do. There's two things. There's the delay action, which is a free action. It doesn't actually use anything. It says delay the start of your turn. Start your turn later after another creature's turn ends, which is probably what you're doing. The other thing you can do is ready, which is a 2-action economy, and you can turn one of your regular actions, your single actions, into a reaction for next turn. Like, so if you know the enemy's going to come around the corner, you can turn a strike into a reaction. When they comes around the corner, you can hit them once, kind of thing.
Got it. Yeah. So I'd be doing the delay action.
Okay.
So.
Next up is
Yeah, basically, I just want to see what Carlin and Belgux do first.
yeah, Carlin, go for it.
Okay, I am just double checking something. Okay, so I will step up to the first dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
as one action. Then I will cast the cantrip Shield on myself for a +1 bonus to AC. Then I would like to grapple this ne'er-do-well dwarf.
Grapple. All right, grapple is
Which
give
is,
me
I believe,
athletics
is
check.
Competing athletics.
It's athletics and a fortitude save.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
That's a 19. So you fail. Oh wait, we're getting crunchy with rules. We're getting crunchy with
Dirty
rules.
20.
You do not have a hand free to grapple him with. You have a sword in one hand and a
I did
shield.
not draw my weapon.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
did not draw my weapon.
you just do. You have
I
a shield out
specifically did not draw my weapon
and to grab him. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love getting crunchy.
because we're getting crunchy, which also might be a potential episode title.
All right. So
Oh, I was muted for that. Getting crunchy with it.
getting crunchy with it.
Na 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 na.
Let's see here.
You're welcome.
Grapple is a flat-footed and restrained or immobilized.
Immobilized. Yeah. So they can't move unless they succeed at a check against the DC of the effect holding them in place.
Yep.
Fortitude DC from me.
Okay. That is your turn. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Belgux, it is you.
Okie doke. I can sort of. Oh, I guess so. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It does show the site, and people can go around me, right? I'm not necessarily blocking the door.
Yes. Friendly models, you can pass through them. You just can't end your turn in their space.
Okay. Target. Okay. And then I will cast Reduce Flame.
Ooh. Ah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's not gonna. That's gonna miss. You moved. You produce.
Yeah,
did,
so
you,
hold on,
did you do the 2-action produce flame?
That's the minimum. So I guess movement was third action, so that's it. I'm done.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Next up,
I'll insert myself here
go for it.
real quick.
She
so
held-
I will.
Held her action until now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's 30 feet, so that's one movement. And then all right, what is all of the attacks? Okay, so he's flat-footed against me regardless, which is gonna do +2. Is the restrained also on top of that?
I think
No,
you
this-
can only be flat-footed
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, you flat-footed doesn't stack, so there's a -2,
Right, but
and the immobilized just means you
okay,
can't move.
so it okay, got it. Okay, so it'll just be the +2 on top of the +9. Cool. Yeah, so we'll swing on him with my quick drawn short sword at a +9.
Okay.
So +9 +2, so 19, 28.
That definitely hits. Roll some damage.
All right. Damage was 1d6 +4 plus the sneak attack, which is at my level 1d6, so it'll be 2d6 plus 4.
Okay. Ooh, with a fancy dice.
Yep. 5.
Nice.
5.
So 14.
Ouch.
Nice.
And then
So that
I'm
was
going
2 actions,
to... That was 2 actions.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move back here so
Okay.
that I'm not gonna get potentially flanked by those 2.
Exactly. I like it.
If the other guy moves up.
Okay, next up is the drunkard, he's gonna first try to escape. So you said it's a fortitude save for him, Carlin.
Yes.
To break his grapple is a fortitude save. What's the DC?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's an athletics check for them against my fortitude save.
Okay, let's see here. What's your fortitude save? Ooh.
21.
You very much succeed. He is still grappled. You have him around the collar, and he's like, "Get off me, you dumb human!" And that was considered an attack action. So his next attack will be at -2, and that's all he can really do. He's going to use his pewter mug to try to hit Carlin. That is not going to work, and he tries it again because he has nothing else to do. And yeah, it doesn't. Crit fails, actually. Next up is the other dwarf behind the pillar, which you guys cannot see. And he is going to run to here. This dwarf seems a little more sober. A little more with his wits. And he's actually going to move to, here. And then he's going to attempt to shoot with his crossbow Octavia.
Ah, okay.
Thanks for being a
So my AC's 20.
Okay. He rolled a 20 exactly.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and what is the where is it? Where is it? Dang it.
Hmm?
Nimble dodge.
Was that your reaction? Yeah.
+2 circumstance bonus to AC against the triggering attack.
Okay, so he misses, and then with his last action, he will reload his crossbow. And next up is the other drunkard. I'm gonna get you guys. And he runs over to here, and he's going to attempt to shove Carlin. So this is a athletics versus fortitude save, so give me a fortitude save. Oh, that is a crit success because you rolled a natural 1 and I rolled a natural 20, which means
That's about as crit success as you can get.
yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Good
Yeah,
job, drunk dwarf.
It's basically you're going to be shoved back to 10 feet. and you're gonna lose the grapple
wall?
on.
Yeah,
you-
is that a wall?
That's a wall,
No, it's an opening.
It
right?
was through a door.
No, there's
Oh,
an
is that
opening
a
there.
door? Okay.
This?
Well, the door
No.
icon is over here.
Yeah, I think those are bars.
No,
I
no.
think you just got shoved into bars.
I set this up. That is definitely an open doorway with no door there. It's just a portal. And then
Okay.
with his last
Alright.
move, he is moving down to here. And it is now back to Octavia's turn.
Okay. Hmm.
What to
Okay,
do?
I kind of
what
want to
do.
try. I kind of want to try the other one of the the ready action.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how well that's going to work, being that Carlin will move before the drunkard. The idea being I would move here. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. If that's supposed to be an open door, that shouldn't collide with a wall. Okay,
should
do I have
be.
to move there and then there?
Yeah,
Okay.
the
So essentially, I would move there,
yeah.
which would be one action, and then it takes 2 actions to ready, right?
Yep.
So I would ready an attack for if the drunkard comes around the corner,
Gotcha. If that's what you want to do, go for it.
but that would involve Carlin staying where he is for now.
Spoiler alert, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I had a feeling. That's fine though. I'm okay with this, because I think it'll still be beneficial in the long run.
All right. So
So,
that is your
I
turn.
will spend my 2 actions to ready an attack for if the drunkard comes around the corner, and then that'll end my turn.
Carlin, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to move here. I'm going to draw my longsword. And then I'm going to attack the closer drunkard.
Okay.
A dirty 20.
That hits.
For 9 damage.
Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. 9 damage. Boom! You hit him. This is. You can obviously tell this dwarf is incredibly drunk. You hit him across the chest with your sword, and he like. It hurts for a second. He's like, "Whoa, that was crazy!" And then he pours some beer on it, and he continues moving. It is now Belgux's turn.
Okay. I think I can get 2, but I'm trying to target both of these. I'm doing a 20-foot burning hands.
Is that a cone action or a single line? What's the
It's a
shape?
cone. I get plus. Yeah, I get plus. Oh, wait, can I? Yeah, I think I can click. So, can I get all 3?
Yes, you can,
I think so.
because it's not going to go through the wall. And
Alright.
it won't hit Octavia, so you're going to hit all 3.
Right. Cool. All right. Save DC 18 basic reflex save.
Save DC reflex
I
save.
knew it was a good idea to move there.
Let's see here. The first drunk dwarf rolls a 21 and passes. The second one rolls a 12 and fails, and the sober dwarf behind them rolls a 27 and passes. So the one on the right fails, the other two pass.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't say specifically what you. I assume it's half damage for passing. But
Yeah, it's half
As
damage.
long as it's actually like a first level spell. If it's a cantrip, I don't think so.
no, this is this is a first level spell.
Okay.
Then yes, it should be
So the guy on the right
half
takes 9 damage. The one in the closest to you takes 5. And the dwarf in the back takes 5. All right. I think that was your whole turn, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. It is now the drunkard on the left, who of course is drunk and is just going to run into combat. One is going to swipe on
Hey.
Belgux.
What did I do to
Question.
you?
Question.
Yeah.
Does that count? I can see him.
What?
Does that count?
I think it
don't
does.
understand.
I think it does. But he's in cover, which means you have to roll, not a partial cover, just regular cover. You have to just do a straight d20 roll. If you roll 5 or lower, it doesn't go through because of the cover. It's a three-quarter chance of going through.
Okay.
You got this.
Let's-
5
let's,
plus flat roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
2. As he comes around the corner, you're like, I'm
I
gonna get him.
believed in you.
I'm gonna get him, and you stab the wall next to him, and you're
you
like,
know
damn it.
You know what? No. I'm using it. I'm using my hero point.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
We're getting to the end of the session. I'm going to use my hero point
Use it
to
or lose it.
reroll
Yeah.
that. There we go. 14.
That goes through. Now roll to hit like as usual.
All right, which I think is +9. Is there any circumstance bonus on
And
this?
he is flat-footed because you have Belgux on the other side of him, so you get +2.
Right. Perfect. So it'll be +11. So 17.
That hits.
Nice. So that will also be 2d6 + 4.
You're no longer.
a
It's no longer a
4?
surprise. It's no longer the first round of combat.
But he's flat-footed against me. I get my sneak attack.
Yes, you do. You're right. You're right. Good call.
So 4, 5, so 9, 13.
Plus 13. Let's see here. As he steps around the corner, you fling your daggers at him, hit him in this back of his neck, and you hear him just mixture of blood and beer in his throat, and he falls over dead.
Blood and beer.
Blood and beer.
I like it.
All right, next up is the other dwarf. He is going to take a pot shot at Belgux with his heavy crossbow.
Okay, I'm going to use a raid shield action to do the shield cantrip, so AC will be 18.
18. Don't worry, he missed. You still use your reaction, but he missed. He rolled a nat 1. And then he's going to reload with a second action and then shoot again for his third action at Belgux again. So now your regular AC.
It's
wait.
till the beginning of my next turn, I believe.
Is it? I don't check on that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, give you +1 circumstance bonus to the AC until the start of your next turn.
Okay, he missed anyway, so don't worry. And now it's the other drunkard's turn. And he is going to move to here, attack Belgux with his this is his pewter mug attack. What's your AC?
I mean,
Still 18.
It lasts your hold until your next turn.
yep.
Yep.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, that's a miss, and then he's gonna just try it again. No, he's going to. What is he gonna do? He's gonna attempt to trip you. He's gonna do an athletics roll. And I need you to give me a fortitude save. I'm sorry, a reflexes save.
You got it. 10?
You fail. You are now. He attempts to swing at you with his pewter mug, misses you, falls on the floor, hits you on the ankle, and you fall over. You are now. Let me just make sure I get this right. It's just you're just prone. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Prone.
Not sure what you said.
There, I got it already. When you're prone, you are flat-footed. Okay, that is his turn. It is now Octavia's again.
Okay, is it really not going to let me... Okay, will it let me do... No, of course it won't let me do that. Hopefully I won't go behind. That's where I want to move.
Okay.
Even though he's prone, do I still get the flanking bonus?
That's a good question.
I think the idea is that it's a distraction and such that
I'll give it to you.
a
I'll
prone enemy
check
in
on.
front of you.
I'll check on the rules later, but I'll go ahead and let's move forward with that for now.
Okay. So we are going to swing away with the short sword. Uh, 18.
That hits.
All right. And so damage again with sneak attack will be 2d6 plus 4. 1, 2, and 4 is 7.
7 damage. 7.
And then I got one action left. Let's try to trip him right back.
Okay, cool. I like it. Yeah. This is considered an attack roll, so you do have to take the -5 to your roll.
Is it an unarmored attack?
Are you unarmored?
Well, I mean, an unarmed, because if it's an unarmed attack, then I only have -4.
Okay, yeah. Make it into -4.
Okay. So if my strike is +9, -4, so that'd still be +5. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yes.
So this will be. Is he still technically flat-footed against me?
He is. So
that
really it's
is
-2, just -2.
+7.
So it's 18 that hits.
Yeah. Cool. So now he is tripped.
Yeah. So he falls prone,
And that's the end of my turn.
and that is the end of your turn. It is now Carlin's turn.
Okay, I'm going to step over here. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to step over to this guy. Because I
Okay.
feel like my compatriots have this other fella pretty much handled. And I will attack. $26.
26, that definitely hits. He is going to use his reaction to shield block. And he takes minus damage that the shield is. So keep going. The hardness, so it's -5 from your damage. 6, he takes
So
1 damage.
All right. And then I'm going to attack again. Actually, you know what? I'll raise my shield.
Okay. Next up is Belgux.
Well, probably shouldn't do burning hands again.
Please no.
Can I cast from, so on flat, can I cast from, like, while I'm down there? Or do I have to, like, work on using
When
action
you're
to, like,
when
stand
you're
up?
prone and you do an attack roll of any kind, it's -2 to your attack roll.
What if it's magic missile?
But it would be negated because he's flanked.
Yeah, you'll still
So
be
it's
flanked.
Just normal.
It'll be just normal. Let me just make sure. Hold on, prone. Where are you, prone? Prone is flat-footed, -2 circumstance to attack rolls. You can either stand
Alright,
up,
well,
you
I'm
can.
using magic missile, which auto hits.
Okay.
Oh well, if you're magic missiling, then it's just
Yeah. So
that's
that'll be,
that auto hits, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that auto hits. So that's 1 dart. That's 2 darts. And then
Somewhere in the
third
middle.
dart.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's a
Two
total
max
Okay, so
of
that's
12.
12 damage.
12. Nice. You're both laying on the floor looking at each other. And you just shoot magic missiles into his face as he's looking at you. Fantastic. Next up is the sober dwarf. He is going to. What is he going to do? He is going to. He's going to attempt to trip you. So give me a reflex saving throw.
I assume you mean me.
Yes, Carlin.
24.
Wow, nice roll. You successfully miss, and then he's going to take a regular attack roll with you with his spear, with a -5 to hit. It's a total of 18.
Nope.
Well, this isn't good. And then with his last action, he's going to move over here. Next up is the other drunkard. He is going to first stand up with 1 action. And then he is going to attempt to strike Belgux with his... What does the more damage here? With his fist or his mug?
Alright, I'll cast
His fist
shield again.
does. Okay.
Raise that.
So that gives you 2 AC, is that right?
No, it was just plus. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, it's just
How did I drop
+1.
to 15?
You are still prone, so you're...
Oh, because I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 16 then.
16 total. Okay, here we go. He's gonna hit you with his fist this time. That definitely hits with a 23 actually. And we're gonna do damage. 7 damage to Belgux. He's gonna attempt to do the same thing this time.
So I got a question regarding the shield block. So it says, when the skill is in effect, you can use shield block reaction with your magic. The shield has a hardness of 5. After you use shield block, the spell ends and you can't cast it for 10 minutes. Oh shit. Well, hardness is does that absorb damage?
Yeah, hardness.
Yeah, so that would
absorbs
prevent
damage.
up to 5 damage.
Okay.
But that's
yeah,
only if you
I'll do
use
that.
that.
Well, then you only have one reaction. The first one you did, you said raised your AC.
Yes.
Yeah, you only have one
It says, while
reaction.
spell in effect, you can use shield block. So that counts as a second reaction
Yes.
to cast. And then, okay.
No, so if you use it as a reaction, it counts as being shield block. But if you did that already, you can't do it again for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So did you cast it as a reaction before?
Yes. Oh, so then I
Yeah, I don't think you can
so
do
if
it
I use
again.
that as a reaction, then I only can do that once every 10 minutes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay. All right. What do I take the damage? How much
yeah,
damage?
this
7.
counts as using the raise shield action.
7 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
If you
Thank you
just
for
cast it
clarification.
on your turn, the
Yeah.
hardness stuff doesn't really matter.
No, the description says this counts as using the raise a shield action.
Oh, so it's
No, you're right. No, that's no, I
Yeah.
think so. I think you're supposed to cast it during your turn,
It's
and
both.
then you would be an act. Is it? I don't.
Yeah, because it basically counts as you having a shield, but it's a magical shield because
Because
it's
it says
the same
specifically
setup.
while the spell is in effect, meaning that it has to have already been cast
Yeah. You raise your...
in order for you to use the shield block.
Okay, so I misused that.
So, well, yeah,
That's fair.
I
You're right.
think so.
Yeah.
Or we'll just say for the rest of this combat, it's not being used. So we'll just apply that. I've applied the
Yeah,
7
it's
damage.
definitely a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
We're
He's
learning
he's
that.
gonna
Yeah.
he's
I don't
gonna
know how to play Pathfinder.
he's gonna go for his second attack on you also,
What?
but rolls a 13. So
I beat
he.
up on the spellcaster.
What's
What?
your what's your AC?
13 damage?
What's your AC?
15.
It does not hit. Don't worry.
15. 1-5.
Yeah, I know. He
Okay.
rolled a 13.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that is his turn. It is now back to Octavia.
Okay. I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's flanked, so
Yeah.
24.
That definitely hits.
Ooh. Yeah. One would hope.
Cool. 2, 4, so 10.
Right, 10. Okay, so he goes down minus 10. Okay, he's looking pretty beat up.
I'm gonna swing at him again.
So this is minus
so this
4.
Should be,
Whatever your normal
well, it'd
bonus.
it'd be minus 2, right? Because he's still flanked, so that's still plus 2.
Yes. The circumstance
So,
bonus of
okay,
negative
so it'll
2, yeah.
be- Yeah, so it'll be plus 7.
15 does not do it.
Damn.
And your third action?
Third action will be to 'Cause that'll be -8. Ah. Screw it. Let's just try it.
Yeah, might as
We'll
well.
swing on him one more time.
Might as well give it a shot.
So it'll be a -6, so it'll be +3.
Mm-hmm. That's not going to do it
That's
either.
a 4, so that's a 10.
All right.
All right, I tried.
Carlin, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna step over to this guy again.
You guys are just gonna play Ring Around the Pillar.
Apparently. Let's see, is there anything else that I can do? Generally speaking, the answer is yes, but it isn't as good as what I am going to do. So I will attack him. $23.
23, that hits.
Nice.
8 damage.
8 damage. He's using his shield block reaction to take the damage from his shield. And that shield hardness is 5. So what was the total damage? 8, so it takes 3.
Okay. Make sure you're subtracting from his shield's HP.
Yep, I know. His
Okay.
shield HP is down to
I'm gonna
10.
break this asshole's shield.
What do you want to do with your last action?
That is gonna be... Sorry, I'm just looking at the difference between the cantrip shield and my physical shield. I will raise my shield.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something different, and I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Okay. Next up is Belgux.
Okay. I will drain my bonded item, which I can do once, and I've already cast Magic Missile, so I will do that again. Target. And that's Magic Missile. Okay.
Remember, you are
just manually-
you are still prone, so you're going to be -2 to your attack roll. If you have an action to spare, stand up first.
It auto hits.
Oh, it's magic missile. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So
Magic
and drain
Missile.
bonded. A drain bonded item is
Yeah. I know exactly what it is. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me get back.
All right, don't worry. He has
So,
two. He
three
has
damage,
2
thanks.
HP. He has 2 HP
One.
left. He dies. There's no
Oh.
way he can survive that.
Can I target the other guys with the other darts?
With the other guy, there's only one.
Yeah, with the other 2 you can. What's the range on it?
Enough.
Go for it.
120 feet. It's
9 damage total.
Alright, 9 damage. Yep.
All right. With that, that's your turn.
Yep.
Next up is the other dwarf. He is going to take a will save right now. And fails it. And he is going to 1 action run to here. 1 action run to here and open the door. And he's
Open
gonna,
the door.
yeah. He is.
Oh.
he's running.
Oh,
At-
okay. It's like
at-
lead and reinforcements. Shit.
Yes.
At this point, we're gonna call the session. This was a really fun session, guys. Thank you so much. We did a lot of stupid, wacky stuff.
Yeah, we did.
As always, before we get to the title, again, we got a bunch of people in chat. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, we are looking for a fourth to fill in while Jed is gone with his family. Chris, Warrior Womp. Who else was in here? Hold on one second.
Peter.
Peter, thank
was
you.
in there.
Peter, if you guys want to play, message me either on the Ninth Age forums or just send an email to gloryofgoldenstategaming@gmail.com. Let's have a good time. I think 4 is, in my humble opinion, 4 people is the perfect number of players while you're playing, so let me know. All right, so let's get on to the main thing. What is the name of the episode? We had 2, if I remember correctly, there was 2. It was Blood and Beer was one of them. What was the one before that?
So there were 2 other ones. One was Getting Crunchy.
Getting crunchy with it,
Getting
yeah.
crunchy with it.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
Crunchy with it, of course.
Yeah.
Will Smith, Millennium. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
The other one was ChompChomp Likes the HompHomp,
Yes.
which is my personal favorite.
Yes.
We can't go wrong with that one. Good old ChompChomp.
Yeah.
Maybe you can go with the classic DBZ like double title. You've got it's ChompChomp Like the HompHomp, or Getting Crunchy with it.
I think that's too long for a YouTube video title. I think
Yeah.
the total vote is for ChompChomp Like the HompHomp.
Yeah.
Which I think is
that's-
pretty
that's
good.
Clearly.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Clearly the winner.
Really, I'm calling out the call, guys. If you want to play, we want a 4th player. Let me know. Send me a message. That was a fun session. That was fun. I really enjoyed making up stupid characters like Spuds and ChompChomp. So thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, the YouTube stuff. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button on Twitch, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Next week.
Thanks
yeah.
for watching, everybody.
We're playing next week, right? No scheduling conflicts next week?
I don't think so.
Sounds
I think
good
we're
to
good.
me.
Thumbs up. See you next week.
See you next week.